Hello, friends! Welcome to High Rollers and Rogues Gambit. We're the High Rollers crew. If you're watching us over on twitch.tv/DND, almost. If you're watching us over on the D&D channel, thanks for checking us out. You can check us out over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/High Rollers DND as well. But this stream is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast and Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. I am your Dungeon Master, Mark Hulmes. Joining me, we have Chris Trott.
Hi.
Kim Richards.
Yo.
Tom Hazell.
Hello.
Katie Morrison's back. As always, this is our journey through Waterdeep Dragon Heist, the latest module released by Wizards of the Coast. It takes a group of adventurers on a daring heist-like chase for a lot of treasure in the city of Waterdeep. It's available now on D&D Beyond and at your local gaming store, but it's also, the stream is brought to you by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. That's an awesome free-to-play clicker game which you can get on Steam and on mobile. Down below me, at some point, there will be a code, which if you use on the Steam version, gets you a free gold chest. That includes rare items, cool loot, boosters, all sorts of awesome stuff for you to use in the game. By playing Idle Champions, you will, so is that Iris
Die gold chest.
Iris die gold chest. There you go. Iridescent gold chest. Is that it?
No, Iris die gold chest.
Iris
Okay.
die gold chest.
Hopefully that's right.
Probably something else, and we've all just
We've just missed it,
completely
yeah.
missed it.
Yeah.
But so by playing Idle Champions, you have been unlocking dice for this party to use. They can spend these dice on skill checks, saving throws, attack rolls, whenever they see fit. But to kind of balance it out, they will face some difficult tasks which will have a higher than normal DC. I also have a selection of dice that weren't used last time, so I can use these to add on.
Shady.
I'm
Shady.
sure there was dice left last time, or
Shady.
it was the
was.
time before and I never spent them.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. You know what?
You know what?
Have 'em.
I'm the DM. I can do what I want. I can have as many dice as I like.
Death!
Yeah.
Death!
If you
can take 'em.
decline him these dice, it will only have bad consequences
Exactly.
for us. So.
Shall I
I'm
give you
happy.
all a little recap?
Please.
Please.
I think that's everything I need to talk about. So yeah, let's do a recap. Last time on Rogues Gambit, the party managed to complete the Istar facility for the Silverhand, who had sent them on a task in order to exchange for some assistance and some magical item rewards. Sadly, a poor, young, gnome wizard hopeful, Tugglebuck Candlecoop, met his end in an acid pit.
What a
Shame.
He died in the AFL Memorial Acid Pit, like so many other acquisitions interns.
Rip in pieces.
Rip in peace. But however, despite this, you still managed to complete the facility and you received your rewards from the Silverhand, a selection of magic items, as well as some information on the missing Stone of Galore, a mysterious relic which holds the secrets to Lord Neverember's secret vault that contains 500,000 gold dragons. Gold
Never seen
coins,
it.
not gold dragons.
Can you imagine that?
That's a lot of money.
I've done a Tom Hazell. I'm not wearing my microphone.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's not going to be forgotten about
Side of the
anytime
table.
soon.
This side of the table.
Boy.
The party then continued their investigations, having learnt that the Stone of Galore had been taken to the docks ward and vanished into the crowd of the Sea Maidens Fair, a little festival going on brought by three visiting ships from Luskan. Are you right there, Katie?
Steve had to give me a new one because it was a bit
Broken.
messed up. This is why.
And you're struggling.
I'll
There
get
we go.
there.
You'll get
It's
it.
fine.
Sure, it sounds fine.
Aquamamba snuck aboard one of the ships using a combination of charm person, disguise self, and a solid snake style choke out.
Nice.
Yeah.
You impersonated one of the crew members and learnt that there were more to the crew than first seemed. Boomer and Bertie, the Goblin and Goliath double team, also infiltrated the ship. Not quite as cleverly.
Nope.
Bertie used his new helm of teleportation to transport them both directly into the captain's quarters.
I thought it was a great idea.
It was a great idea until said captain launched a lightning bolt which took Bertie out immediately. Boomer very quickly surrendered and they were taken prisoner. You also learned that the ship's crew are secretly drow men in disguise, in a magical disguise.
No women.
Luskan.
Well, why? The ship's supposed to be from Luskan and full of Luskan sailors, but they're all drow in disguise. Aquamamba attempted to help Bertie, but was discovered by the drow crew member and had to escape by jumping out of a broken window and diving into the ocean, where
Still Metal Gear.
he
style.
saw, very
Yep.
Metal Gear style, where he saw a manta ray-like submarine floats, kind of approach the ship, take on Bertie and Boomer, and then begin sailing away towards the Eye Catcher, which is the kind of lead ship of the Sea Maiden's Fair. Bertie and Boomer, just before you were kind of taken prisoner and lost consciousness, it was revealed that the person leading the ships is a drow, a very colourfully dressed drow with an eye patch called Jarlaxle Banray, which if you've played Idle Champions,
He's in there.
he's in there, because he's a very famous character in the Forgotten Realms. How about that? Forgotten Realms lore being dropped.
Lore!
I just know
So
him from
much
Idle
lore!
Champions.
We are going to... I've got to get Coke. What have I done? What a grave error I've made.
Oh,
Quick,
Tom
Tom,
Hazell.
get inspiration.
What, really? Can I get inspiration if I get your coat?
Yes.
Fucking ace.
Can we
See you in a
get
bit.
one
Wow.
of your dice back
No.
for...
No.
Aw,
Tom
come on.
Tom Hazell brings me a can of Coke. He will get an inspiration.
Wow. Wow.
I've never seen him run so
The
fast.
power I hold. It's great.
Well, it can't be any worse than that time when you said you'd give us more dice if we gave you a fiver
Yeah, that's
on
true.
stream.
I did say that, didn't I?
Here you go, master.
Thank you, my boy.
He legit was holding his
Right,
ransom and said, I'll
yeah.
give you more dice if you give me money.
I know.
Actual real life money.
I was
That's-
tempted to offer it
But
to
the
him
thing is,
because
I mean, yeah,
bad
you absolutely
situation.
should have done. That I learned from my seniors in Acquisitions Incorporated when they DM'd. They literally had a pay-to-win mechanic in one of their episodes.
Oh, wow.
They did a battle. They did Wizard Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
could buy loot
Yeah.
boxes for real money.
God.
Anyway,
So the point is, keep playing Idle Champions so that we can get more dice, so that we don't have to pay Mark, literally, to
More
give us
dice.
dice.
Yeah.
so funny. I love doing these mini-series. Anyway, we begin with Bertie and Boomer.
Oh, do we?
Team 1 I have down here.
Still unconscious.
You come to
Webby.
consciousness having gained a short rest. You gain the benefits of a short rest. And you come to consciousness and find that you are bound, hands behind your back, tied very tightly. Your feet are bound together as well. And you are also chained to something that you can't quite see. As your vision begins to come to, you look up and whatever room or wherever you are is quite dark. It's very dim lighting around you. But looming over you, with its jaw open and crystalline fangs kind of gaping directly over your faces, you see white scales, blue draconic eyes, and great wings swept back as a white dragon peers down at you, filling the space beyond you.
Is it moving?
It does not appear to be moving.
Okay, is it a statue?
You look and
Is it dead?
as your vision begins to clear, you feel the kind of gentle sway of a boat, the kind of that gentle sea motion, and you realize that the dragon, you kind of blink your eyes a little bit and your eyes adjust to the dark. You've got dark vision, so it kind of takes on that monochrome gray. And you can see that the dragon is actually made from canvas and metal and plaster, and it's a decoration. And you kind of look around and you can see that in this large room there seem to be a series of giant floats, like parade floats. There's a half-collapsed beholder, a flump that's been deflated, like a big flump balloon that's been deflated.
Oh, what's always the flumps?
And as you kind of look around, you can see that you're tied. What you're chained to is separately, you and Bertie are attached to two halflings kind of hunched over that are plundering a treasure hoard behind you, like a plaster treasure hoard. And you're chained to these little halfling marionettes, effectively,
Okay,
like
there.
statues.
Okay.
But you're firmly kind of like
On a
chained
float.
and you are on a float. And this dragon is just kind of looming
I
over
don't know how
you.
this is gonna end.
And you hear a kind of like, well, look who's woken up. And this swaggering, colourfully dressed drow man with this eye patched with a bejeweled eye and a big hat with a big feather out of it kind of swans up. Well, my little friends, how are you feeling?
Oh, pretty good, thanks.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, sorry, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to meet a man who has good manners when he's in his guest's house.
I've been learning.
Oh, well, good for you,
I'm proud of
sport.
you, Bertie.
Yeah.
So, and he kind of leans in. Are either of you going to tell me why you were sneaking aboard my ships?
I'll be honest, I don't really know right now.
Well, that's a shame.
I don't remember, but whatever it was, I am not getting paid enough for it.
Ah, so you're being paid for something.
I think so.
Interesting.
I've been hit on the head a lot in the last 24 hours, mate.
Well, you know what helps with that, I hear. Ooh, I don't know about you, but it feels like it might be getting a bit chilly in
Oh, here we go.
Is it?
Yeah, and he kind of like just looks up. He's like, these floats were all intended for the Days of Wonder parade, but this one just isn't working right. We tried to make it so that the dragon would breathe out snow and ice and kind of shower the children of Waterdeep in lovely, plentiful snow, but you know what? It's just too strong. Freezes whatever it breathes
Can I
on.
just stop you there, mate?
You certainly can, my goblin friend.
Yeah. So, we're hired by some people to do some stuff.
I'd love to know the details, please. What about you, my polite friend? Why are you here?
I don't know, really. Hey,
You're the hired muscle, I'm gonna bet.
I mean, I got him.
You've got him. Look at these things. Look
He's
at
a
the
big
guns
boy.
on this fella. He's a big boy.
Hey, I mean, Boom is really good at fixing stuff. He can probably fix the dragon.
Oh, I'm sure they get well. But first, I want to know why you're on my ships.
Yeah, I'm not being paid enough for this.
Please tell me.
It was them, what they called Harper agents.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And to what extent?
Well, you must have heard about this, like, treasure hoard that's, like, gone missing or whatever.
Yes,
And, like,
of course.
we were hired to go and find it, and for some reason, we're here.
He looks at you. Are you trying to keep stuff at you, or you're just like...
Honestly, I don't really understand why we're here.
It's like, well, you're a little bit out of your depth, aren't you? Go
I
on.
really am. That Zordo twat, what's his name?
You can't mean the illustrious Zarda Zord.
That guy.
Whoa, now he's a great friend of mine.
That's
you don't want to
fine,
be...
mate, but-
And then he clicks his fingers and his form shimmers into this
Uh-huh.
luskin, like, big sideburns man. Who's like, now you wouldn't be talking about Zarda Zord, would you?
You! We've been looking for you,
He
mate!
clicks his fingers and he transforms back. And he's
can't
like,
remember why.
I'm afraid a bit of a ruse on my behalf. You see, the Silverhand who runs the town, she's not a big fan of mine. Some problems in the past we've had.
Oh,
so
really stuck up lady, innit?
you know what? It's great to meet somebody who's got the right attitude, because you can see things, you know? I mean, it's a shame that you're not particularly loyal to your employers. I mean, that's something which, it's a little bit
Well-
distasteful.
It's a question of money, mate. I am not being paid enough for this. I thought it was
Interesting.
going to be a simple job. And yeah, I've always been told that if you're good at doing something, don't do it for free.
That sounds like the words of a madman, but a madman I like. And what about you, big boy? Why are you here?
I was gonna get given 25 gold.
No,
He just laughs.
buddy.
Well, what a sum. A princely sum.
You see what I mean? We're not being paid enough.
That's what I told I was gonna get, at least from my friend anyway.
He looks. He eyes you up a little bit. He's like, you know what? I like you, Goblin. You're kind. I bet people shit on you all the time, right? For the way you look.
Pretty much.
For your nature.
Yeah.
What people like you do.
They say I smell.
I get it. I'm a drow.
There's
I'm a
the-
male drow at that. Do you know
There's
what the kind of shit I've had to deal with in my life?
Do you get the baby thing?
I mean, less the baby thing. More, you murdered my parents or my sister or something like
Oh,
that.
that's a real shitter, mate.
Did
Trust
you?
me, I know. In some cases, yes, but that's beside the point.
Oh.
The point is that people judge, goblins on the way you look. Same
I'm a
with me.
lovable scamp.
You're a lovable scamp, just like me. But the problem is you're a bit of a thorn in the side. I like you, though. I like you.
I could not be.
You could not be, but then you could also be the type that's clever enough to say you won't be, and then actually be a thorn in my side. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see just how clever you are, Goblin. I'm gonna take my people. We're gonna leave you in this room, and if you survive, come and find me. Maybe you can outsmart me. Maybe you can get that treasure and keep it all to yourself. Maybe I kill you. We'll find out. I could kill you right now, and as he kind of does, his hand twitches and a kind of bejeweled dagger just appears. I've got no problems with just cutting your throats right now, taking you out of the equation. Don't have to split my money, don't have to pay anybody else. I've got the stone. I'm just one crazy painter from catching my hands on this hoard. But I like you, so I'm gonna give you a chance.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I don't do things by half. So I'll tell you what. You survive this, come and find me. I'll either employ you, or you can stab me in the back. And then with a hand, he just ka-chunk on the float, and the giant dragon maw begins to spout flurries of snow and ice.
I like
Ooh,
this guy.
I don't reckon you've got very long before this starts getting painful, but I'll leave you to it. All right, come on, boys, let's get out of here. And he kind of claps his hands.
Can I get some fish and chips?
Uh,
If I survive?
maybe.
I'm hungry.
He just basically, and as he calls out, he just says, you hear him just on the very edges as he makes his way, and you can see he must be in the hold of the ship somewhere, like an actual ship, not the submarine. You hear him as he just calls out. He's just like, have one of the gunslingers take control. I've got to go. We need to find this third key. I just don't know what we're going to do about it. Anyway, I'm going to go to the vault. And he heads and makes his way out, basically, leaving you alone as the ice begins to build up. This freezing cold blows all over your bodies. So we're gonna roll initiative just for you two.
Okay.
Just to see an order of things. So Boomer 10,
17.
and then Bertie at 17.
So it says here that I'm mountain born, so I don't suffer penalties from cold climates.
This is less a cold climate and more magical cold. This is like spewing out ice. It's kind of encasing you in thick snow and ice.
But at least for the time being,
You're probably gonna. It'll take longer for it to get to the point where it's gonna cause you damage. Yes, I will give you that.
I don't have any of my stuff, do I?
You have the chime of opening, and that's it.
Sweet.
Same with you, Bertie. You have none of your gear.
okay.
You have clothes, and that's it.
And we are bound by a chain.
So you are tied. Your hands are tied behind your back, and you can feel it's a very tight sailor's knot. Your feet are also tied, and then you are wrapped up in a chain. And looking around, you're kind of not back to. No, let's do it Die Hard style. You're back to back. So these two halflings, you're kind of chained on either side. And
To each other?
No, you're chained
To
to
what,
these like
halflings?
these
Oh, I
little
see, okay.
halfling statues, but you're kind of like facing away from each other. And you can see by looking around that you've got these chains are connected by 2 locks each. So there's 2 locks on the chains, and then you've got your hands and legs are tied. Whilst your hands are tied, you can't do any. You like to try and do anything is going to be pretty tricky. You're going to have to try and maneuver around it and stuff. So what do you want to do first, Bertie?
Hey, Boom, are we getting out of here?
Yes, Bertie.
Okay.
Get me out of here.
Alrighty, cool. I'm gonna like just yank the ties behind my hand.
Okay, so you just want to try and rip free.
Just tear that shit open.
So athletics check.
Athletics. Nice. 9, unnatural 20, 25, 27, 28.
28. You tugging. It just doesn't
Wow,
come
you really
free.
have increased the DCs this time around.
You can feel like because you can't quite get your full strength because of the way that your arms are being bound as well. Like you're testing and straining and you can't break free.
Damn it.
Boomer, what do you want to do?
Cry.
Sure. You spend a turn crying?
Wait, no. Stop that.
No.
Can I try and get into my kicks to try and get my chime of opening out?
So what you want to try and get your hand? You can't bring your hands down low enough, really. Like you can kind of move them down.
Small man.
You're gonna need to get some room
Look,
free.
right here, I can get my fingers down in my jeans.
Right, but your hands aren't like tied like this. They're like tied like up like that. Like they're bound
Like-
quite hard.
Okay. Can I chew on the ropes or anything?
They're behind you. Your arms are bound behind your back.
Not your feetsies though.
Feetsies.
Yeah,
your
can I
feet
chew on
not.
my feet?
So you want to try and pull your feet up towards your mouth.
I've got good core strength.
I mean, I don't know. Has
He's a
Boomer
goblin.
had a
He's a
couple of
goblin.
ribs removed? But yeah, sure. You can give it a go.
I think goblins would easily be able to.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics
Yeah.
check to see if you can get your feet up to your mouth first. And then you'll have to try and bite through rope, which will be damage rolls and stuff.
7,
That's 21 on dice.
5, 10, 15,
21.
21. Okay, 22.
22. You're like trying and you're stretching your body and muscles, but the chains are also blocking your movement. Like not enough to do it. So that's one round.
God, these DCs.
Yeah, holy crap.
But it's also like you are properly tied up. Like these guys have not messed around. They've not like given you like, oh, just tie them up a little bit.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. We're gonna cut. So we see that. That's as you guys are trying to wriggle and escape free. The camera, as it were, pans out, and we see the edge, the harbour dock of Waterdeep Harbour, as Aquamember like breathes in air as you just manage to get up to the surface.
I'm not being paid enough for this.
And as you reach the top floor, you probably have like arrived, having heard where they were going, and just see Aquamember like,
She just got her hood up on her nice new
Spider cloak.
cape
Spider cloak.
with her gun over her shoulder.
Nice of you to be nice and dry. Hope you had a
is,
great
yeah.
time. I smashed out a window and I just saw a submarine. I kid you not, I've heard of these in books and magazines.
Are you drunk?
No, absolutely not. There's a submarine and Birdie and Boomer are kidnapped. They're in the submarine.
Oh, Jesus.
We could probably let them die and take a bigger cut.
That's,
Fair.
you know, that's the first thing I think I've heard from you that makes a lot of sense.
okay,
However,
you need the stone.
we need the stone. And I believe something submarine stone.
You're telling me that we have to find the submarine.
Well, it's right there. It's underneath the water.
Well, you saw the submarine heading towards the ship that you can now see moored out in the harbour. This flagship, the Eye Catcher. The submarine was headed directly for it.
It's gone to the eye catcher over there. So we need to get on that ship.
And you can see it's, maybe like a couple of miles, like maybe 2-3 miles out of the harbour. It'd be, if you swam it, it would be a hard swim and you'd have no way of remaining unhidden. Like you'd have to like swim under and try and sneak up on the boat itself.
What I don't get is those two are ultimately, they're just paupers. They could have just been knocked off and killed, but they held them captive, so they must have some use. So we have
I want
time.
information from.
They probably have information, but Boomer's pretty dumb and Buddy's even dumber, so they're not gonna get anything.
Boomer is the most intelligent party member.
We leveled up. I have 18 intelligence.
Yeah, but Aquamember, still dumb.
It's dumb. So we need to find a way to get on that ship and get that stone, which I have never seen in my life. Ever.
Deception check.
Yeah, if you want to insight him, you can. Deception check for...
17.
Please use dice on your inter-party nonsense.
17.
Oh!
It's a tied roll, so technically she still catches it. But you're not sure. You're like, maybe he has, but...
Never in my life have I ever seen the stone and never touched it, or chased someone down and never.
As you keep talking, I'm pretty sure.
The more he says.
More details.
Anyway, how do we get on this ship? I'm not swimming again because that was traumatic.
How do you even swim with your tiny legs?
What? I'm a very fast swimmer. I'm very buoyant.
Don't believe me.
You can see... He's very buoyant. So there's two ships currently docked at the harbour. One is the Hellraiser and the Heartbreaker, which are the two ships that you'd gone on the Hellraiser, I think, which are the two ships which are owned as part of the same Sea Maiden's Fair. And you can see that the security has certainly gotten tighter. You can see there are more deckhands who just look like Luskan sailors, like these kind of burly men sailors. There's more of them, and they're watching the crowd quite intently, looking at everybody who's coming near the ships now. Almost. They're looking around, but it does look like they're looking for something in particular. But there's more guards on the ship than there were before. Almost like their security has recently been disturbed. So,
Should probably avoid the security because it may have something to do with us three infiltrating unsuccessfully because of those two, not me.
That because you jumped off, that's why you jumped out.
I had to escape because the dum-dums made a boo-boo. They got in the captain's quarters or
I'm
something.
not convinced that you didn't make a boo-boo, but
I
I'll
went
go with
in
it.
disguised very efficiently, as
Were
I
you
always do.
disguised as a bag again? Because I can tell if it went wrong.
My
but
inanimate
that's-
object skills are out of this world. But that's
There's something.
not in dispute. I was a moving...
A moving.
man.
Moving
I was
man.
a moving.
I
I
was
was
a moving man.
thing.
I was a character, and I portrayed it very well. It was very convincing.
Well, if you guys want to, you can make let's think here. You guys can just make a straight up either an intelligence or a charisma roll to see if you might know somebody who could help you get on the ship.
All of them.
You've burnt every bridge in your professional line of work. There is nobody left to help you.
Nobody left?
God. 17. 22 on dice.
22.
22, okay.
23.
Got the
23.
city watch
Wait.
person as a contact.
You already used him to try and help you get Bertie out. That was your main contact for the.
But did they
Ist
die?
capacity.
I haven't used my contact. I can't remember the name of them though.
Well, let's
It's
say
in
that
my
roll is for
other
that.
notebook.
No, I know who yours was.
Yeah,
yours
it
was
began with an N.
Ingrid.
No.
No?
No, I had Ingrid.
I'm trying to remember who you had. It's in your other notebook. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll make a new one up.
Cool.
It takes you a bit of digging around, but you learn that in the docks ward there is a dwarven woman called Grinda Garloth, and she's a treasure hunter that has some sort of device, a magical device that lets her search around on the bottom of the harbour floor. Because a lot of ships end up wrecked and a lot of stuff gets lost overboard, and she apparently uses this magical device to scour the bottom of the harbour itself. And maybe you might be able to convince her to let you use it to get to the eye catcher undetected.
Do I know where she is?
Yeah, she hangs out in a place called Mistwatch, which is a small area, part of the docks ward. It's pretty run down and it's pretty rowdy. There's it's known for being full of lowlifes and kind of the worst the docks have to offer.
I know a place.
What?
I know a place you're gonna love it.
I
You
know,
fit right
I know
in.
several places.
You fit right in. This is actually a helpful thing.
Right, I need somewhere to dry off.
No, you'll just. It doesn't matter.
So
You'll,
Mist
you'll,
Shore
Shore.
is the name of it.
You'll fit right in just exactly how you are. Promise. I promise.
What is this place?
It's just over here. It's fine.
What's it called? I know this place.
Mist Shore.
Do I know?
You can make a check.
Do I know?
Natural 20?
Oh yeah, for sure. So Mist Shore is a rundown part of the docks ward. It stinks of fish. It's got a load of burnt out buildings. It's generally known for being full of undesirable sailor types, pirates. It's a pirate haven. It's where pirates go to do shady deals. And generally anybody who's got a rough edge ends up here. However, it's also known of, whilst pirates are untrustworthy scum, they are usually competent, untrustworthy scum who are good at what they do. And yeah, Mist Shore is full of that. And I'd say that probably you might, as Flo mentions Mist Shore, you begin to kind of remember that there is this dwarven treasure hunter who has some sort of device that she uses to look under the sea.
I'm highly offended.
You smell like fish. You will fit right.
I just came out the sea.
I know. That's why you will fit right in.
Either way, I think I know who you're going to find.
The other thing you would know with that natural 20 is that she hangs out at a place called the Kraken's Folly, which is an actual beached ship that's now been turned into a crappy tavern, basically.
You want to go to the Folly? She'll be there. Treasure hunter, right? Magical object. Underwater. Lovely.
Yeah.
Do it. Lead the way.
Okay. I will.
So you guys make your way.
Half speed, because tiny legs.
Tiny legs.
Yeah,
You go slow.
I'm gonna go at my normal speed. I'm sorry.
You make your way to Mist Shore, and yeah, this pungent stench of rotting fish, wet wood, rope. You can see like netting has kind of been arranged all around. Rather than having things like stairs and ladders, they've kind of used the makeshift netting of this beach ship as a way to get around the different levels and reach these kind of hovel-like tenement buildings where you can see lots of very shady-looking people, ragged cloaks, beards, women with like dark, circles under their eyes and curved, rusted blades, kind of just watching you as you move around. And as you begin approaching the Folly, this beached, overturned pirate ship, a group of about 6 of these dodgy-looking folk kind of approach. You're be looking in the wrong place. No place for people like you around here.
Oh, come on. You do this every time.
Takes a big swig out of a grey jug.
That's a bold assumption.
Is it now, lady?
Yes.
Fancy clothes, fancy boots you got there.
Yeah.
Here, Esmeralda, you'd like a pair of those boots, wouldn't you? I would. Maybe we take them off you, pretty lass.
I'll just
Take one of your
shift
arms.
my cloak to show my other guns on my belt, and I'll just be holding my gun over my shoulder.
Okay, give me an intimidate.
Okay.
And they look at you, it's just like, what are you doing, short stuff?
You literally ask me this every time I come see the folly. It's unbelievable.
Don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I
19.
remember a funny little man with a funny suit.
How dare you? I'm very well known.
19.
19. They kind of back away from Fleur a little bit, but they just kind of turns their attention towards Aquamamba, like, here, it seems you've got yourself quite a scary-looking bodyguard. Well, you're a little noble, out for little John.
Do you want my shoes? They won't
Sure,
fit.
give them.
No, I'm not giving you my shoes.
Maybe we'll take your tongue instead.
Why would you want my tongue?
I don't suggest you do that.
What do you mean? We're trying to be scary. That's what
It's not
we don't want your
working.
tongue.
You're terrible at it. You need to do more charismatic things. You need to work up to it, okay?
Maybe if you worked on that, you'd get yourself some fancy boots.
Here, what you fucking want anyway?
Just let us through, and she won't shoot you.
All right, but we'll be watching you.
Great. Watching's free.
They step back and they part as you make your way through. The actual folly itself has the same outrageous stench of this place, just this rotten fish and wet wood. It just is horrid as you step in. The floors creak, most of it's sodden, it's all damp and wet. There's not a dry surface in the whole place. And you can see that behind the bar there is a very angry looking half-orc kind of just like spitting in a cup, cleaning it. But at the far edge, sat around a table, is a dwarven woman, this big, thick, lots and lots of hair, like hair just spilling out over her head, all tied up in cogs and all sorts of kind of like little, trinkets tied up in her hair. And she's got a big pair of goggles, kind of, magnifies her eyes to look enormous.
And
she's
mass
a little bit
style?
like Maz, like with these massive eyes.
hair.
And she's fiddling with some sort of device, like a little kind of brass like case, and she's kind of fiddling with it. And you recognize her as this is Grinda Garloth.
I don't know this woman very well, so if you have a better relationship with her, then please take the lead.
Of course.
I can only really deal with miscreants like the other guys.
Yeah, you dealt with them super well.
Thank you. I know I did.
Okay.
Grinda.
She looks up, these massive eyes.
I forgot how big those eyes were.
You, I remember you. You're the... And then she takes them off, and you can see she just has normal dwarven size. I remember you. You're that tiefling, the one tinkering with firearms from
Yes.
Anthony's.
Quite successfully.
Let's see, what have you been working on?
Well, I've made several improvements to my gun.
Well, let me see.
Well, you can see without touching.
No. Come on, let me see like a true tinker. Let me look. Fine. She begins examining it. You can see that several of the other patrons have now ducked behind the bar as she's swinging it around. Yeah, it's very
I'm gonna do the same.
She swings it like,
Jeez!
not bad. She hands it over. Well, what can I do for you, tiefling? You clearly don't need my help with your weaponry.
Not this time. Actually trying to retrieve some acquaintances. No, I wouldn't say friends at this point, but acquaintances.
Colleagues.
Very much so. They might have gotten themselves captured upon a ship.
A ship?
A ship.
Which one? I hope not one of those Luskan ships. Been hearing all sorts of strange tales of folks going missing, being taken aboard by those ships. People go off to do gambling or some such and they go missing.
Interesting. Well, either way, we need to sneak aboard a ship. It's the eye catcher. It's the one.
Tricky. I'm guessing that you'll want to use my apparatus.
This is exactly what I had in mind.
You think that, and what, you just thought you'd come and ask nicely and I'd give you my apparatus?
But I'm such a nice person.
Yes, it's not going to win you any favors here, darling. No. We'll need to some sort of deal. What is this? What is this halfling you've brought along? He looks far too
What
clean.
is this?
Colleague.
How dare you?
Who are you? You strange
I'm Aquamamba, famed espionage agent.
Aquamamba.
Yes.
Aquamamba.
Oh, wait. You know me.
I do. You bought several of my devices for a mission. As I remember...
It wasn't actually me. That was my receptionist.
Yes, well, your receptionist didn't pay the full amount.
Did she not? We sent it through the postal. It must be up and tied up.
She just glares,
Tied up in the post.
angles the little brass device in your direction.
What's that?
Ah, do you want to know?
Absolutely not.
Slams it, and this net made of kind of electrified fibers fires out. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. Oh shit, I should have used some dice. 17.
17. Wow.
You just managed to like duck as this net flies over your head, catches an unaware looking pirate, just wraps him up, and just slumps to the ground unconscious.
Do that again.
No, it's done it once. He doesn't get hit by it again, Katie. It's ridiculous. But yeah, he just falls to the ground, steaming a little, alive, but unconscious very much so.
Holy Tiamat, that's very rude. How could you?
What? You wanted to know what it did?
I could report that to the authorities right now.
Oh, please, go ahead.
You should
think
never
they come down
inquire
here?
unless you're prepared to see what it does.
And also, I wouldn't recommend you throw around the word authorities around here. And you can see quite a few of the more tough-looking residents. There's a very nasty bunch of crew that are kind of now looking over in your
I
direction.
don't mean the authorities, I mean the authority in this place.
Yes, well, so far as you're concerned, that's me. Well, if you want to borrow my apparatus and you're working with this cretin, then I'm afraid I'm going to need something. Something, either worth some money in case you break it, and I can sell it to make the repairs, or...
Boom! You want this?
What's this? Give me this. Quite expensive. This should adequately cover any repairs. I will hold on to this as a deposit, Aquamamba.
Yeah, treat it well. Unlike you
Well.
treated that man over
If
there.
you need any help getting the rest of your money, then
Well, money can be dealt with, yes. I'll sort a payment out with you. This will cover him. Come with me, then. And she gets up and she waddles out of the tavern and she kind of leads you out into, it's connected to the actual harbor itself. It's like a wooden warehouse. She goes up, unlocks a big heavy padlock with a key. Go on.
Can I sleight of hand the ring of Ramback?
Sure, you can try, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you watch her put it in her pocket.
22. 27 plus my sleight of hand.
I rolled. I won't add my dice.
34.
Nice.
Egypt.
Damn.
You just kind of bump, oh, sorry, and just whoosh. Which way you're going?
Sorry, I've just been diving.
She takes out a big heavy key, unlocks a big padlock on the warehouse, but then she also, before, like, you kind of reach to touch the door, and she's like, ah! And she waves her hand, makes a few gestures, and a sigil kind of deactivates. She opens the doors and leads you inside. It's very dark, and then as she shuts the door again, the lights kind of flicker on, like these magical orbs just kind of and illuminate it. And you can see that floating in a kind of half-submerged dock is what looks to be a big brass barrel. It's the best way to describe it. It's like an enormous brass barrel with two ends. It looks like it has two kind of like eyes on the front. And she just gestures. Well, here it is.
Thank you kindly. Very nice of you.
It is.
Yep.
no harm will come to it, I promise you.
Oh, you're just going to jump in, are you? Have you ever operated an apparatus of Kowalish before?
No, but my colleague here has some
Clearly.
arcane knowledge.
I'm sure that he can absolutely determine what it does then.
Yes, I'll scour through the tome of instruction manual.
Do you need me to tell you what it does?
Yes, please.
This is a point I wish I had got my DM's guide, because I thought I could open it up in D&D Beyond, but I can't. Well, if one of you, who's not using their iPad or their phone, who's got D&D Beyond on it?
I've got D&D
Don't mind, I'll get it on my phone.
Okay.
Tom's got
That's
Tom's
fine.
got it.
I get it on my phone.
Okay.
Well, because
Okay.
Tom's going to need his stats in a minute, so...
Nah, it's fine. I remember my athletics is 11. That's all I need.
That's all he does.
So if you search, it's the apparatus of Kowalish.
How do you pronounce
How the hell are you spelling Kowalish?
I need to try and find
Koala.
it. It's, yeah, no, it's,
just search
I've
apparatus.
lost it.
Koala ash.
Come on.
Got it.
You got it?
Qualish.
Qualish.
Oh wow, it does look like a brass barrel.
So if you, she
little claws.
goes up to it and she opens a secret panel on the back of the barrel. So it doesn't look like that currently. It's just the barrel right now.
Yeah.
She opens up a little panel on the back of this barrel, crawls inside, and you can see that inside is a selection of 10 levers. She pulls one, and legs pop out the side, 2 claws stick out the front, little eyes come up, and she's just like, right, well, can I borrow your iPad then for a second, Tom? Because I need to read out exactly how this thing works.
Remember, I need my stats in a second.
Yeah, I know.
Athletics.
God, why are you a little jabber? Being a little
You should use your
jab
inspiration
piece.
to get us out of this.
I think it gives me advantage though.
So, there are 10 levers inside. Pushing one up will achieve one function. Pulling it down will achieve another function.
Whoa, slow down.
And she will give you she will give you the instructions on how to operate it, and then that way I don't have to constantly tell you.
I'll bring it up in a different tab.
Yes, that would be great, actually, because it does have hit points, it does have an armor class, and each of these levers is you have to have them in either on, you have to either have them in the up position or the down position. So that means that whilst you are moving forwards, to stop, you have to go backwards. You can't just or you have to just stop dead and make it do nothing. So it's kind of like an all or nothing in certain things. And also if you want to change what it does, so like if you're attack, you have to do the second attack before you can do the first attack again. Like you're constantly cha-chung, 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 cha-chung.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
so if you just search for apparatus, you
ol'-
should find it.
All right, we need.
So she gives you the overall thing, and it's like, lever 1, legs and tail extend, and it allows you to walk or swim. Pulling it back, legs and tail come in, speed is 0. Number 2, push it forward, forward window opens. Pull it back, forward window shuts.
We don't want to open windows underwater.
They're still sealed, they'll just allow you to see, but it will obviously give you visibility.
All right.
Third window, side windows, open shut. 4th, claws extend, retract. 5th, claws will make an attack. You can swipe and snip. If you pull it back, it will attempt to try and grab whatever is in front of you. 6 will push you forwards, or if you pull it back, it will send you backwards. 7, it turns 90 degrees left, down, 90 degrees right.
No increments.
Nope, 90 degrees.
Wow.
In a very grid-like fashion.
Yes. 8 will turn the lights on, turns the lights off. 9 will make you sink lower in water, or up, it will make you rise 20 feet. And then the last one will open and unseal the hatch. Don't do that one underwater.
Right.
Unless you need to get out.
Thank you.
I have also built into it, and she points to a glowing crystal, and that is a homing signal. When you are done, send it back,
Yes.
or I will come for you.
Will you?
Yes.
Do you have
and I'll
another
sell
one?
you a
Yes,
ring.
she absolutely will.
I absolutely will.
Do you have another one?
No, this is my only one. Don't damage my apparatus.
Just
Alright,
out
so
of curiosity, what can we expect to attack?
Well,
Down.
normally nothing. However, there has been a particularly nasty shark which has been roaming around the harbour, and the authorities have not dealt with it yet.
Okay.
Maybe we
So
can help
be
the
on the
populace.
lookout for that one. I call him Obliterus.
You know, sharks are mostly harmless.
This one is not.
Right. Very well. An anger issue.
All right, well, get inside. It can only accommodate 2 of you at a time, so once you've got your friends, you won't be able to use this device to get out.
That's okay. We'll send it back.
Yes, make sure you do. Right, well, in you get.
Thank
Who's
you.
going to pilot it? Only one of you can pilot it at a time.
Well, I got the instructions right in here, so.
Sounds like you're relying on the little halfling.
Oh, don't worry, I can oversee.
Good, well. And then she
Legs and
leaves you
tail.
to it.
Your assistance, as always, is very much appreciated.
Yes. Just don't damage my apparatus.
Pulling lever 10 so it closes the hatch.
Yep.
While
Shuts
she's
in
still
behind you.
talking, hopefully.
Yep. And then you notice the sound is gone, like it's soundproof inside.
Beautiful. All right. Lever 2 up. Forward window shutters open.
And it opens, and you can now see like the water bobbing
The legs
down.
and tail are extended already.
Yep.
So we just need to just pull lever 6 forward.
And it
Starts walking
but it doesn't go down. It just goes forward, and it just kind of bonks into the front of this warehouse.
Up. Yeah, to pull it back to neutral, and then
back, bonk.
wait, no, forward. Now,
Down.
okay,
down.
nine forward.
And then it eventually starts going down at an angle.
God, this is really stupid. Okay.
And then eventually it hits the seafloor of the harbour, and then it just starts scuttling along like a big crab.
Let's just hope the ship's in a straight line from here. No 90-degree turns.
So 90-degree turns only.
Hey, I lights.
And you can now see the kelp and the
Nice.
wrecks below. As the apparatus is scuttling along the bay floor, the lights come on.
Coming, Buddy and Boomer.
And then we see the lights kind of glow, and it does that whole thing where the screen fills with light, and then it cuts back to frost-covered Bertie and Boomer.
Nice.
So second round.
Holy crap. Huh? Cinematography in this campaign.
Bertie.
I love it. So I would like to just. So what I'm chained to a halfling
It's like
me.
a statue of like a big, fat, greedy halfling stuffing a sack full of treasure, but you're chained to him, and he's.
I can walk around.
No, it's built into the floor. It's like
Okay.
a float. Imagine like a big carnival float.
So if I was to bonus action dash with this thing I'm attached to, does that give me any bonus to?
No.
But you're tight.
Your legs
No, I
are
know,
tied
I know I'm
together.
tied together, but like
No,
what I'm saying
dashing
is,
is you moving.
I want to use all 60 feet of movement as
No.
strength to
No.
launch this
You
thing.
can't
I
juggle
don't
this.
like saying no as a dungeon master, but that is
Okay.
not how the rules
I want
work.
to convert
If
distance
you want to
into
use your
strength.
strength, then yes, you can do that to try and. What are you trying to do? Like lift yourself up, or are you trying to like break away?
I mean, it's a halfling.
Yeah, but it's made of like a really thick mortared mixture. It's like a the kind of a really, and it's probably got like wood on the inside. It's like bolted
Okay.
to the floor.
In that case, I'll
I mean,
plant.
you can try and rip it free. If you wanted to, rather than break out of the rope and chains, if you just wanted to like rip this halfling statue off the float,
Yeah.
you can try that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm going to like plant my feet and then just throw myself
Sure,
forward.
that's an athletics check for sure.
And I'll take a couple dice as well. And if this doesn't work, I am inspirationing. Ooh. 21, 22, 25, 27, plus my athletics, 38.
Okay, so you and you begin to hear it cracking. You can feel this thing giving way, but it's going
Nice.
to take you more than just one check to completely rip it free. So you're like, and you can feel yourself making progress. You're going to earn one progress towards ripping off the halfling face.
One progress.
One prog.
One prog.
Nice.
Boomer, what are you doing? You're starting to feel pretty cold at this point. Bertie doesn't seem to be as affected, but you're like shivering.
If I dislocated my arm,
Sorry, hang on. In all of that RP, that's the idea you came to.
if I dislocated my arm, would that help me get out of the hand ropes?
I guess so, because then it's
Slack.
It creates a bit of slack, right? Like that's how they do it in the movies, where like they break
Like
their
you
own.
break a thumb. And
Yeah,
go
and then you can
handcuffs or
slide it
something.
free. Okay, so yes, it will make other tasks much more difficult, but it will make getting out of the ropes much easier.
Well, it's more that I want to get into my kicks so I can get
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
chime. Can I dislocate my arm?
Okay.
Bold
yeah.
move.
Well,
I'll
I imagine
say-
he's just trying to do that thing where
So
you're
I
trying
think
to
the problem
push
is
it
you would need to have some knowledge of how to do it. So I think you're going to need to make a medicine check. Because you need to know how to set a dislocation to
pop it back
purposely
in,
pop
yeah.
it back out, like...
Yeah, that's not great for me.
Or I suppose, maybe not medicine, maybe just a general intelligence check.
I can do
I know
intelligence.
you're quite smart, but just intelligence, no proficiency, so just the +4.
And some dice.
Yeah.
Come on, Poppy.
Oh, 16, 19, 20 with the dice.
24 then.
24. So yeah, this isn't the ropes are really tightly secured, but you're like, okay, I think I know how I can do this. I think I know how I can dislocate my shoulder. And you just start kind of wiggling and trying to ram your shoulder against the things and just trying to wrench it free. It is painful. So I think that you're going to
probably
take some damage. What's your max hit points?
48.
And what are you on at the minute? Are you at max?
39.
You're at 39.
Take 39 damage.
No.
Yeah.
I think you would take, from dislocating your own arm, let's have a look at damage level and severity table here on my DM's Guild. Dangerous, yeah, that seems about right.
I'll just roll 3d12, is that cool?
Leave me alone.
You're gonna take, what's that? You're gonna take 8 points of damage as you kind of wrench your shoulder and you feel like, it pop out.
Can I just go,
It's not permanent.
Mother!
However, any check that requires like you to use both hands, 100% you're gonna get disadvantage and other penalties for. But you manage to like pop it and so you can feel the rope slacken quite significantly.
Can I wriggle out of it?
Well, it's you still gonna have to make checks to do that, but it's gonna become much easier to do. So I'd say that dislocating your shoulder is like a move / bonus. So yeah, make an acrobatics to try and break free, try and wriggle out the ropes. Yes, burn up all those dice. Leave none for the others.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Or athletics, but I'm assuming you'd want to use athletics.
I will use athletics.
11
Okay.
dice.
12, 13, 14.
Even with a dislocated shoulder, you're like, okay, I've got this now. Oh no, it's still really tight. And you're like wriggling around and it's super cold. You can feel yourself getting really frosty. And yeah, it's real struggle. Bertie.
Struggle is real.
Okay, I'm gonna lean back a little bit and then just fucking launch forward.
So you're just like swinging yourself,
yeah.
trying to use your weight and momentum and strength.
But this time-
this is all core strength at this point. This is what all of those crunches and ab workouts were for.
Just doing the most
Yeah.
extreme crunch
Yeah.
imaginable.
Can I use inspiration?
You'd have to announce it before you roll it,
do I?
man. Yeah, I've said this before.
Oh, I thought it was just okay. That's bad then. That's like 12, 23.
So I like to think that like you go to do this kind of like throw yourself forward, but like you probably like smack your head on the back of this statue or something like that. And you're like, ow! And it kind of throws you off as you throw yourself forward. Boomer,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
gonna
go
try and wriggle again?
wriggle. I'm gonna wriggle.
Do a wriggle one.
A little wriggler. Oh, natural 20!
Yeah.
Plus 6,
Yeah, add it
7,
all
8,
up.
9.
So 29.
29.
Okay, with your dislocated shoulder, yes, you manage to like, and you manage to wriggle it, and you can probably do enough like you wriggle most of your one arm off, but you've still got a little bit bound there. Like, but it's now going to be much easier to wriggle your
It's
hands
making
free.
me feel all like.
But you're not trying to get out of the ropes. You're just trying to reach down.
I want to
right?
get into my pants.
Okay, yeah. So with the 29, you're only partially out of the ropes, so you get one progress towards getting out of the ropes. But your free hand can now reach your trousers, so you can retrieve your chime of opening.
Can I
Yeah.
have a little rummage?
Yeah, you get your chime of opening. Yeah.
Yeah. And can I toot it and unlock
ring it?
Bertie's lock?
So you can
'Cause
choose.
there's 2 locks, right?
There's 2 locks, so you unlock one of Bertie's locks.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of Bertie's locks is now. You hear it like clink and open, but the chains are still held on by the other lock. Ignore that.
Okay.
That's the sound of the dragon grinding inside.
Yeah.
Bertie, top of your round. The cold's starting to get to you now.
Oh, come on.
No, it is. This is blasting you with like ice and snow.
Okay.
This is unpleasant.
Oh.
But you're not gonna take damage just yet.
No. Okay, in that case, so it's slightly cracked, the halfling
Yes.
thing. It's now on one chain.
Yes, we got 2 chains each.
Yes.
One on your feet.
2 locks each.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to do the same again.
Okay.
But this time, really lean back and then really throw myself.
And use your
inspiration.
And this time,
inspiration.
I'm using my inspiration.
Okay, so you have advantage. So roll 2d20s, take the highest. So athletics.
6, 19, 30.
30.
30 for Bertie.
Crunch! You hear like the halfling statue snaps free. It's incredibly heavy, and you're still tied to it. Your arms and legs are still bound, but the halfling statue is now free. Now it's just weighing you down.
Now it's on top of me while I'm hog-tied onto the
You're
floor.
still kind of like you're still sat down, but yeah, you can move your back. You can kind of twist around a bit better, and you
Okay.
can probably try and it will make it much easier to wriggle free now
What
that you're
lock
loose.
was opened though? On
So
Bertie's?
one of
One of
Bertie's
his.
chains.
One of your chains.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
chains are wrapped around like his whole torso, and
Yeah.
then the locks are just keeping them in place. Boomer, at the start of your turn, you take 5. Is it 5? Did I write that down? What did I write down? 5 cold damage at the start of your turn.
Okay.
As you begin to feel like your skin's turning numb, unable to feel it. What would you like to do?
Am I going blue?
Yeah,
Oh, I've always wondered what I'd look like if I was blue.
delirious.
Toot.
And you're going to snap the other lock.
Second lock on
Okay,
Bertie.
how many uses do you have? Because it's 10 uses in total.
So I had already used 2, one to get into the open a window, and then one on him. So I have 8 left, or 7 left.
Okay, so your other lock and the chains begin. So now you're completely free of the statue that you just spent ages breaking yourself off
Nice.
of. But your hands and legs are still bound. Your hands are still tied behind your back, and your legs are tightly bound together. So you can sort of like wriggle worm, and that's about it.
Okay.
Be a worm.
Can I wriggle towards
Be
him,
Nerman.
or
You're
am
still
I-
chained.
I'm
You're
still
completely
chained?
chained.
He has
still.
to be
I
Nerman.
have become Nerman.
You've become Nerman. What would you like to do? We'll do one more round, and then we'll cut back to the others.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what I can do while just laying there with like rope around my hands. But like, I guess, would it be easy for me in the position I'm in, on my stomach, to pull my legs up to my hands and
Take a
just...
step through.
No, I want to hear what Tom was going to go
Sorry.
with initially.
So there's binds around like my ankles, binds around my wrists.
Yes.
I'm in a hog-tied position, so I could theoretically, with my hands behind my back, grab hold of the rope that's around my ankles and just tug.
Yes.
Like somersault.
And I'm thinking if I pull hard enough, I'll go inside out.
And I'll be free!
And then the rope will be in me.
Absolutely.
I like that's actually what Bertie's thinking. The rope will be inside me.
And then it's not a problem anymore.
You.
How the body works.
You
I
can
think.
absolutely try that. Yes.
Okay, good.
So, I mean, so you're trying to just yank with all of your strength.
I mean, I feel like if I'm pulling the rope, it will like snap, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you can make an athletics check for sure.
That's 21, that's 22, 33.
You
RP this one, Mark.
you don't really throw yourself forward. You're kind of laying on your front. You bring your legs up behind your back towards your hands.
Yeah.
You grab the rope, you said.
Yeah.
And you just tug with all your
And
strength.
I just pull.
Okay, so I like to imagine that you're tied incredibly tightly, so your legs you're probably also yanking on like your legs a little bit as well. Your ankle probably like dislocates as well, like, as it kind
God.
of snaps.
Yay, dislocation buddies!
Yeah, which is going to hamper your movement. You take 10 points of damage,
Oh, wow.
but you manage to pull most of the rope off your feet free. So now you just have your hands tied behind your back.
Okay, sweet. Nice.
Boomer, start of your turn, another 5 cold damage.
Bertie, get your ass over here, mate! Can I like bonus action try and wriggle out the hand ropes and then toot my toot?
No, it's an action to try and get free.
Okay.
Even if you're a little goblin, I'm afraid.
Toot the toot.
Can I? Yeah, can I try and get the rest of the rope off my arms, please?
Yeah, that's going to be acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Athletics.
Athletics.
And 10.
No.
Just no.
Just no.
Just no.
I'm trying to find stuff like, man, sometimes books are way quicker. Search function sometimes not always great.
Yeah, it's very particular.
Yeah, I just want to
Very
like find the
particular.
thing that I want. Don't send me a bunch of stuff like in the same category. I'll get out my monster manual. So yeah, you're desperately trying to wiggle, but you're broken, like your dislocated arm. You're like, yeah, and you got the chime in
So
one hand.
cold.
You're like, oh, you can't quite get it free now, and you're just trying to wriggle yourself out. But yeah, it doesn't really work. Bertie, we'll go back. We'll do one more with you, and then we'll do one more round here, and then we'll.
Okay,
The sub.
so I can now imagine
You can move. No.
I can get up.
Yes.
My hands are still bound.
Yes, and
So
you
I'm
can
gonna,
feel yourself that like next round you're going to start taking cold damage.
Yeah.
If you remain in the area, which is about a 60-foot cone in front of this thing.
Hey, Boomer, you got sharp teeth, right?
Yeah, but you need to get over here, you little twat.
Okie dokie. And I'll go up to
Yeah, you can just
Boomer.
crawl up to Boomer. Yeah.
I'll turn around and hold my hands open to her teeth.
Okay. Yeah.
So that she just
His.
gnaws the
His.
rope.
His.
Sorry.
I'm a man!
So let's see how much damage can Boomer do with his teeths.
I
What's
guess
your
I'm also pulling on the ropes as well, like not away from the mouth, but I mean like horizontally.
Giving me a
Trying
nice
to make them tense.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll add some bonus damage. Cool. How much damage do you want an unarmed strike, Boomer? So what's your strength?
Strength
Yeah.
+3.
+3? Yeah, you got some strong chompers.
Ashes,
So you do 1 point of damage because you're not trained in unarmed strikes, plus your strength, so 4. I'll give you +2 damage from Bert.
Do I get Fury of the Small?
She's really.
I mean, Fury of the Small, they are
How
definitely
furious.
chompers.
That's like a short rest. You have to. It's like expended, right? You can
Yeah.
do it once per short rest. Sure, if you want to expend your short rest,
I need to
Fury
get
of
out
the
of here.
Small, you're just like like a piece of corn. And like just fibers are like flying off like as you like
I'm very hungry as well.
bite your way through it. Yeah, I'd say that's more than enough. Like you're like and snap. You feel like the rope snap completely.
Nice.
Now get me out of here.
Well, that's your go.
That's my go.
Boomer, 5 more points of cold damage.
Birdie, if I don't make it out of here, promise me you'll find that farm, you'll settle down, and you'll raise chickens, and you'll call one of them Boomer after me, all right?
I don't know what a chicken is. Well, you better believe I will.
You better do, mate.
Okay.
Toot. Can I toot my chime?
Yeah, so one of the locks on your chains
Yeah.
breaks free. As the little the lock falls down, it's almost like it's falling through water. As then we see the apparatus like.
These levers are so huge.
You've been traveling for like maybe about 10 minutes, just kind of scuttling along the bottom of the harbor, and you begin to see the ship, the very bottom of the ship, the hull of the ship in the distance. But you also see a shape
Turn the lights
in the
on.
dark.
Oh God. I'm gonna pull back lever 8.
Dun, 8. So the lights, and it all goes dark.
I've got this
There's
all written on my arm.
There's no light at all. So unless you have a light source internally, there is no light. You're just in pure darkness. You've got your hands on 2 levers, and you need to guess where the others are if there's no light source.
I've got dark vision.
You've got dark vision. Sounds great.
Can I?
Do you
Sounds
have dark
great.
vision?
The Aquamamba always
senses,
has
I think.
vision of darkness.
Don't touch anything just now. Can I guide him to the right levers? When
So you're like reaching over, like holding the levers with him.
He's
Sure.
small,
You can
it's
try.
fine.
Yeah, you can absolutely try.
I can see through walls. I can't.
You see, you're just guessing.
Yeah.
You see the shape, and the shark is getting closer and closer. What do you want to try and do?
I've got an idea.
Stop and pull the legs in and wait for it to go away.
No.
Okay.
Grab the shark and we throw it onto the deck, causing a distraction to allow us to get in.
I don't think this thing has a throw function. Though. I like it, but it can't throw. It can,
You can grab it.
I can
and then
hear
we can
something. It's like there's some kind of warning.
Just grab it.
Okay, if you want to
Turning on the lights. 8.
As you turn on the lights, you see a giant eye of a shark's eye in front of you as it just swims past, and you feel this creature engage the apparatus. Can you roll some initiative for me, please?
Both of us?
18.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do,
I
but
don't know what I'm gonna do either.
you could like get out the back and shoot it underwater.
20.
Let all the water in.
Yeah, let all the water.
Just
an
do it
airlock?
quickly. No.
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 Okay, what did you get, Fleur?
20.
Aquamamba.
18.
And then Mr. Shark is 16. Fleur, what do you want to do? So you can grab some of the levers. You're just not 100% sure of which ones do what.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if I remember?
Yeah, sure. Make an
I'm
intelligence
just
check.
gonna make it straight. No. She doesn't know.
So if you want to grab a lever, we'll roll to see which lever you pull.
It's a D10.
Yeah?
But I'm gonna roll one.
Okay, so you
Ah,
just
why not?
grab a lever and you're like, "Rah!" roll a d10 for me. What does
7.
What does a 7 do,
The
Christoph?
apparatus turns 90 degrees left.
So you just away from the shark. Whoa!
Just,
You can
just
pull
use
up to
this.
2 levers, by the way, as an action.
Okay, let's try
You could
again.
just pull the
levers.
other one if you wanted.
8.
Nope, you pulled a different one this
The
time.
lights
The
turn
lights
off.
go off.
So, complete darkness.
Stop! What are you doing?
No!
Aquamamba, what do you do?
I'm gonna turn the lights on,
Yeah, lights on, that's 1 lever, and you can see it's in front of you. It's like swimming round to the side.
and then can I extend the arms with 4 forward? 2 claws extend.
These claws like Transformer.
So now I
Out
can
these
attack.
giant claws. You can now attack with them. Yeah, as these claws extend.
Gonna
out.
get you, little sharky.
The
do I
shark
do that?
will try and bite the apparatus.
5.
What's the AC of the apparatus? It should be at the very
20.
top. That's a 21 to hit.
Wow.
So
holy
it does
crap.
hit the apparatus. And that's going to be 7. That's going to be 11 points of damage. No, sorry, 17 points of damage. As you feel like this.
How many hit points does this thing?
200.
OP.
So, Fleur, what do you want to do? You can make another intelligence check.
He just told me.
Okay, yes, okay. So if he tells
So
you what to do.
5.
Okay, so you pull 5. What's 5 do?
It does the attack.
Okay, make the attack. So
So-
Fleur can make it actually. So
Okay.
roll d20.
It's 2d6 bludgeoning.
Well, what's the attack roll? It needs to
The
hit.
attack roll would be.
Should say on the command.
Doesn't actually.
Yeah.
It does. It's on the one with the lever.
+8 to hit.
Yeah, there you go. It's +8 to hit.
20.
28.
Yeah, absolutely hits. Is this claw like
2d6.
2d6.
plus anything or just 2d6?
Did you pull the lever forward or back?
I pushed it forward.
Okay, it's doing an attack
Okay.
instead of a grapple.
And is it just 2d6 or is it plus anything?
2d6.
Just 2.
6.
Okay. So you kind of like chink and you cut like a little bit of the shark's body, but it kind of swims off and then begins retreating back. What are you doing, Aquamamba?
Get back here. I'm gonna try and chase.
It's within range. You can just chase after it. You can just push forwards.
6.
Yeah, forwards. You catch up to it.
And then I'm gonna pull back on 5 to
Okay.
do a grapple.
Okay, so do it.
Yeah. 14.
Still dice there. 14 is still enough to hit it though. So you grab it with both pincers.
Target's grappled.
Okay, so it's
To
grappled. and
escape is a
it-
DC 15.
Okay, so it's struggling to get free.
All right, I'm taking it to the surface.
Is it a 15?
Yeah.
14. It doesn't. So you still got it in your grip.
Stay
Fleur,
here.
what are you doing? You don't
can
know.
You,
Pull. Do you want to roll? Pull a lever?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be
You're
like,
gonna hold
do
your turn.
something.
Okay. So Aquamamba, your turn.
9. Back.
So you go
So
back
go up.
and so you start going upwards. Okay.
20 feet.
So yeah, you go up. It's going to take you a little bit of time to try and get to the surface.
Guess
If
with
you
the
want to try and throw the shark onto the thing.
Brilliant.
No, doesn't fail to get out of the grapple. It's like thrashing around.
I'm
it can
doing
technically
9
can
and
still
6.
attack you, but it's at disadvantage.
9
I
and
just
6
remembered.
towards the ship.
20 to hit.
Just.
Yes.
So you take another 13, 14, 20 points of damage.
Whoop.
So it's like biting
30,
into the
yeah.
claws. You can feel like it beginning to, jostle the apparatus around as you're like flying up to the surface. Just continue going up straight. Do you want
And
to try and like
forward,
attack it or
like
just go
6.
full to? Okay, so if you start going forward as well, you begin rocketing
I'm
upwards
just
as
angling,
best
I
as you
assume, like
can.
that way.
Rocketing upwards.
Yeah, just
Fuck's sake.
doesn't manage to get free. It's going to attack you again with disadvantage. This time it's only going to get a 14, so it doesn't hit. As the next time you breach the surface as this giant crab in front of the
Sharkapult!
ship, use the
I'm going to pull the 5 lever
is-
to do an attack.
do an attack, but you want to try and
Punch it.
throw it. Like basically, you want to try and punch it forward. So make an attack roll
Shark
with it.
punch.
You have advantage because it's grappled. You have
You have
advantage because it's grappled.
Oh, I'm going to add these dice.
So
to
good job
this
you haven't
advantage.
finished rolling then, isn't it? Because you have advantage, you roll the detail. Oh, you added on.
Yeah.
28.
You
Plus
yeah.
8,
So you
30.
release it in
30.
midair, and then one of these claws just slams into it. The shark flies in. You hear cries of these sailors like, ah! As this shark lands on the deck.
Go back
This
down!
thing is huge. So if you imagine that this is the deck of the ship. I don't know if we've got it. Yeah, Steve's got it up there.
Yeah.
It's like it's about the size of like 2 of these.
Wow.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
enormous. It just lands on the front, and yeah, just collapses. In fact,
Submerge again.
I've got the,
Submerge while they're distracted.
I get the
Oh,
main deck of the
we
ship.
need to get out of the thingy to get in. So I'm gonna open the hatch.
So that's the front. That's the deck of the ship, and
then-
it's like, bah!
just slams on top of that.
And it's like writhing around, and its tails.
You
hitting
get out and
sailors.
God, it's like quarter the size of the ship. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
It's a huge.
Did it land on anyone?
Yeah, it probably did.
Oh,
Like
they
it
had a
crushed
bad
one of the
day.
sailors, and you see that when the sailor dies, their disguise disappears and they turn into a drow. And so the others are like desperately like hauling him that thing, and you can start to see them beginning to like cast spells and fire hand crossbows at this thing. And they're everybody on the front of the deck of the ship is
I'm resetting all the levers back to neutral.
barrel. So it just turns into a barrel.
And I'm going to pull while they're on the surface, right? We're floating on the surface.
You're floating on the surface, so I'm just going to make a quick perception check to see if anybody notices this barrel. Looks like they're too distracted by the shark for now.
I'm going to open the hatch. Open. Get out.
So the back of the deck is now open.
Otherwise, they're gonna sink this thing.
Gonna swim.
So you just
Lord.
jump out towards the ship.
I'm gonna, yeah,
Okay.
but I want to try and do it sneakily.
Sneaky do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So stealth
And
check.
I want to look for like any sort of windows, I guess, on the ship.
None that are open because they generally don't leave windows open.
No, but is there anything that
draft.
looks like I could climb up or anything? Like,
Oh
on
yeah,
the
there's
side?
like side. Yeah, there's loads of stuff on the side that you could climb up onto the main deck.
Actually, I have this cloak and I can climb
walk up
on
it, yeah.
vertical surfaces.
Oh,
Upside down. So
So you can just swim over to the ship and then just walk along the side of the ship and climb up onto the main deck. Yeah, for sure.
I
So just
won't
give me a stealth
fully
check to see.
climb up yet.
Let's just make a stealth check to see if you get spotted. I'll give them disadvantage because they're distracted by a giant shark.
Someone looking out the porthole. The
Just
hell?
walk over.
I heard a shark, but now
21.
I can see someone.
Okay, yeah. So
There's a
even
lady.
you're kind of swimming along, but it does seem that they're currently distracted by the big ship. What are you doing, Aquamamba?
I'm gonna push 6 so that it just bumps up against the ship and no one can see it on the top,
Okay.
and then get out.
Okay, and then you climb out as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's just
stealth
left
check.
there with the back door
Give
open.
me a stealth check. He's like, I don't need extra dice. Oh wait, no, I do.
Yeah, that's a, what is it? A stupid amount. 10.
10. So you're like, as the barrel hits the side of the ship, you hear a very loud bump, and you're like, "Ugh," you start sneaking out, and you kind of jump off the barrel and like latch onto the side of the ship. And yeah, a little portcullis just opens a little bit, and kind of sticking his head out is this Luskan sailor who like looks down at the noise and just looks directly down at you as you're like on the side of the ship, just beneath this little porthole window. Boomer and Bertie, we jump back over to you guys now as we see, as he looks down into Aquamumba's eyes.
Yeah.
It zooms in on one eye, and then it zooms out onto you guys.
And we've got exactly the same eyes.
I
Weird.
love
weird.
you, Mark. I
Yeah.
love you so much.
Look, I love it.
Okay, I am going.
So
to...
you take 5 cold damage at the start of your turn.
Oh craps! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage taken. I'm going to use fucking A on the last lock.
So you're just going to punch the lock.
Just as
go
hard
for
as I
it.
can. It's going to be reckless as well.
Sure. I have stats for the locks. I was prepared.
Do you?
Yep.
Huh. I'll use just one of these. Bam. Ooh. Ooh. 21, 30.
Hits.
To hit.
Hits the lock.
1d4 plus 6. Where's my d4? Where's my d4?
Okay.
Oh yeah. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Now, if you had magic fists, that would make a difference. But because this is a lock, it absorbs some of the blow. You snap, you hear it dent, and you can see it's become weakened, but it's not quite enough to rip it free.
Damn. Damn. Can I get sneak attack on that?
No.
Can I not sneak attack a lock?
We're right next to each other.
I'm surprising a lock.
Are you a frenzy bobber? Oh no, you've not unlocked that yet. That's right. I'm sure.
Oh, what now?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
You can make an offhand attack as a bonus action.
Hey, it can't make opportunity attacks against me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make your
bonus.
offhand attack.
Oh, sweet. So I can use fucking B.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the whole point of your character. That's how we made it.
Wait, could I have reckless that as well?
Yeah. It's all of your attacks. You reckless all of your attacks for the round.
Okay, cool. 16, like 24.
Hits.
6
lot.
damage.
It just takes another 6. And it's just enough. You kind of like punch it with one.
Bam, bam.
You smack it and it pting, snaps off and the chains uncoil from Boomer, who's still tied up with the. You got the ropes.
half on my
Half on
hands,
your hands, yeah.
2
So,
on my
and then
legs,
you've got
and then
enough on your legs. Your go, Boomer. You take 5 points of cold damage.
This is it, buddy. Buddy, you gotta get me out of here.
That's okay, we're getting out, it's fine.
You gotta move me, mate.
Okay.
Can I try and get the rest of my...
Athletics or acrobatics? Your hands free.
Get nibbling.
Get nibbling.
Oh, they're still behind her back at the moment.
Ah, damn it.
His back.
Why is that wrong?
Because
you're a girl.
Look, I get it, right? I've been there. I play a lot of female characters. Oh yeah, him. Blah, blah, blah. I get it.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Nope.
It's up the DCs, isn't it?
No, the DCs were upped. I lowered them because you dislocated your arm, but it's still not enough. You're like wriggling, but cold. You're like, yes. You begin getting sleepy. Bertie.
Okay, so is there an open door?
There is. You looking around you. You take a moment watching your friend freeze to death to look around you.
Well, I mean, I just...
And you see that you are in a large cargo hold of the ship. You can see all these different floats. There appears to be like a few feet away. There's like a rope elevator. No, it's not rope actually. You're not quite sure how it activates, but there seems to be like a platform with a crystalline control lever. And above it, you can see like a pair of doors which seem to open upwards. There is also at the far end of the room, there is a section of doors as well. So if we go back to this map.
Not sharp deck.
Not sharp deck. So you guys are currently basically here, like
very
this
tip-
very tip of the ship. You can see this is the kind of elevator. You can see some stairs, and then what appears to be another section of the ship further back.
And is this dragon only facing like one way?
Yeah, it's
just
facing
that
the
way.
front
So
of
if we got behind it.
Yes, you'd be fine.
we'd
Yeah.
be fine.
Oh. Hey, Boomer, want to go for a ride?
Yes, buddy.
Cool, I'm going to pick her up.
Please.
I guess hog-tied
You just like grab the ropes.
Boomer, pick him up,
Yeah.
and over my shoulder,
Yeah, and just
and
move
I'm just
off.
going to walk.
Yeah, and then you get out. Yeah, you're no longer in the trap anymore.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you move over, and you want to go over to the little lift.
Oh, hang on, I want to see the halfling again.
Don't you dare, buddy, or I will come back and I will haunt you.
So I'm just going through the door, through the double
So you just go through the open space, yeah, the double door.
Yeah, just out,
Yeah.
out of the way of the
So
dragon.
you get back.
Should I have taken 5 damage?
Top of the room.
Yes, you would have taken 5 more damage.
Got
yes.
your back, bro.
Thanks, man.
Can I have inspiration?
Nope.
Damn it!
I can't reward you all the time.
One day.
So you can see that there is at the rear end of the ship, as you kind of step through these open doors, there's more of these floats. You can see more of these parts of these floats. You can see half broken clockwork monsters. You can see a gold dragon, which just appears to be canvas. It doesn't seem to have any mechanical parts. There are also 4 large spiders kind of positioned on one of these floats as well.
Cute.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom. +0, 10.
Cool.
I'm the same.
So yeah, you just move into the back, and yeah, there's these more floats, and you can see a couple more doors. You can see some more stairs. What do you want to do?
Boomer, you're smart. Where do we go?
Well, that fancy looking, I don't know. The fancy looking fella said that if we got out, we should go find him. I'd like my stuff. Do you see my stuff anywhere? I feel really itchy when I don't have my bombs.
I'm looking around for my stuff.
You vaguely remember while you were unconscious them taking your stuff and mentioning something about storing them. You thought you remembered hearing Jarlaxle's voice saying, "Oh, just put them in my quarters. I'll identify them later."
Where's his quarters?
I don't know. Up.
Oh, I'm going up.
I'm so cold. Hold me, birdie.
So you're gonna move towards the stairs at the back.
Can I
Cradling
still
the
be
goblin.
working all the stuff off for me? Like,
To be honest, now that you're not in immediate danger, it doesn't
Yeah.
take long for like Bertie to like help you and get rid of the thing. So yeah, you can.
I grab the rope and I just fucking wave it around.
can I pop my arm back in?
Sure, make a medicine check.
I just got the vision of in Infinity War when Rocket's in the pod and Thor just starts swinging it around.
Ow! Ow! You're just slamming your shoulder into a wall. Make a perception check for me, Boomer, as you start slamming your shoulder into the wall.
There's something in this room he really wants us to find. Perception.
Oh, don't worry.
Perception.
Sounds like it'll find
90!
Oh yeah, you definitely spotted something. Out the corner of your eye, as you're trying to, like when you slam your shoulder into the wall and desperately try to
Get out.
Fuck's sake.
Find my boss. It's a friend. She's going to heal me.
You see, there's these 4 very colourful giant spiders that were parts of the floats, and you swear, did one of them just move? It looks like it's in a different position.
Where are they in relation to us and the door?
So the spiders, I'll just mark them there. There's one over here, one over here.
Oh, just in
one over
all
here,
4 corners of this
one over
room.
here. Yeah,
Jeez.
and you're pretty sure one of them just moved. And before you do anything, I'm trying to find their stats so that I can do something. But once
Stats
again,
inanimate floats have.
yeah, what kind of floats? Why would I need stats for those?
They won't be on D&D Beyond. Let's just leave.
Yeah. Just let us go, Mark.
Seriously,
let us
I just searched giant spider. How is
You're
it
having
not
fun
there?
with your pyramid.
Let us live.
I've used a lot of dice.
You have
today.
used a lot of dice.
But I was in immediate danger. Well, Boomer was.
I'm very
Boomer's
cold.
pretty bad.
I'm so cold.
How cold do you look?
Like
So-
grisly, cold-handed death is
So do
attacking
you
me.
start making your way for the rear stairs at the back of the ship, or back out of the double doors to the stairs that you saw before?
Boomer said up, so I'm going.
Are these
Bertie, the spiders are
There's
moving.
stairs, yeah, and
These are
these
stairs.
These are stairs as well.
Bertie,
These are
the
stairs.
spiders
I've got
are
it,
moving.
yeah.
The spiders are moving.
When you
spiders
start
are
saying
moving.
that, Boomer,
Oh.
both of you make strength saving throws, please. Oh no, sorry, no, I make an attack roll. Sorry, I misread this. So what's your AC?
15.
15. What's your AC?
14.
Both of you, one of these
Right.
spiders scuttles in a sudden movement and sprays this sticky webbing that encapsulates
Oh, hey,
you.
I can walk through.
You can just walk through it. I know. It's crazy.
Sorry.
Bound again.
So you're just covered in these sticky webs. I'll just replace your initiatives. I'll keep your initiatives the same, and I'll just roll one for this spider.
Dead.
11.
I got nothing.
So as this spider, it begins scuttling. It doesn't immediately attack you. It looks like it's going to scutter over to the stairs leading up. Aquamamba, you are currently staring
Wait.
up.
How's this tradition happening?
Okay, so as you watch the spider scuttling up the stairs, we follow the spider as it scuttles up onto the 2nd floor. It passes a room where a sailor is looking out of a window.
Perfect.
And then we cut to Aquamamba looking up at him.
Can I? Am I
You're
still
like,
within?
you're like on the side of the ship, but he hasn't seen you. So what the two of you want to do? I'll give you the drop because this guy was not expecting to see a halfling when he poked his head out.
Can I check to see if I can see?
You can see me.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see them.
I'm gonna put my gun like. Can
Like
I
to
put
the
it
side
like?
of his head.
yeah.
So you're stood on like the side of this boat, like literally
sideways.
horizontally, and you're just like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
make an attack.
Dr.
Yep.
Strange.
You have advantage. You have surprise on him. So
22.
oh yeah.
Right, well, you've murdered.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 damage plus.
that with your sneak attack?
Sneak attack. Wait, 19. 21 because it's my gun.
Sure. I believe.
24.
24.
Damage.
So is it with the pistol or is this with the big
No, it's
sniper
the
rifle?
big.
So this massive sniper rifle, this spider cloak whipping in the wind as you're stood horizontally on the side of a boat, you just hear this enormous kaboom as it erupts, and this echoing thunderous sound erupts across the open waves. This man's head disappears. And a big blood smear is left on the side of the ship
Overkill.
and over Aquamamba as this blood just
Can I-
over your face.
Can I grab Aquamamba and disappear around the side of the ship as my
So you just start running around the side of the ship.
as my move?
Yeah, sure.
Whoa! Put us in the hole.
Can we fit through the hole?
He can fit through the hole. No way you can.
Put me in the hole.
Put him through the hole.
You
and
just
run
pick him
round.
up, shove him through this hole. You kind of get stuck halfway. Floor rams your ass with like the butt of the gun, and you're like, "Bah!" and you do a little somersault as you roll inside.
I'm gonna turn around. And just say.
She's gone. Like she's run off.
I say it anyway. Aquamamba. Close the.
To the wind. The wind must know.
There's just a headless body, just like on the bed. That was the thing.
And then I dry heave.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to run around.
So you run around to the other side of the ship, and you can hear fighting, but they're also like, "What was that noise? Something else is here!" And they're like beginning to search.
Can
around.
I? Is there anything like on the
But
back
they're
of the
looking on the
ship
side
that
of the ship
I
where you
can-
were.
Is there any like ledges that I could like hide underneath?
Yeah, it looks like part of the ship. It's called the aft castle. The aft castle.
Yeah.
It's basically this section here. There's like a little sticky out bit.
Okay, I'm gonna hide under.
You go to hide under it, and you can see that it's basically like a fully enclosed glass, like windows. You can see it's glass windows that look out the back of the ship. You briefly catch a look inside, and you can see a very plush purple bed with big, thick four-post bed. What looks to be like a big locked trunk, and you just dive underneath it, and you begin to hear them kind of searching all around for you.
I'm just gonna reload my gun.
Aquamumba, you see a giant spider scuttle past the doorway.
There's a shark on the top of it. There's a spider running about.
I'm gonna.
The pissed off goblin.
Once it's gone past, I'm gonna stealthily go behind and go from where it came from.
Okay, so
Go the opposite
you
way.
are currently like in one of these things here.
And I'm going out the door.
So you go out the door, you look around, you can hear this commotion, this kind of like loud commotion going
I'm
on.
gonna disguise self as the lost headless man.
Okay, yep. And as you go in, you can just hear like the big main doors leading out onto the deck open, and this is like, we need all hands to help get rid of this shark.
Okay, don't get your head bitten off.
It's like, I'm gonna go downstairs and get some of the others.
Get as many men as you can to the top.
The spider scuttles out from a corner, and the man looks, he's like, hey, one of the guard spiders, the prisoners must have gotten free.
Where are they?
They're downstairs in the hold.
I'll go right away.
Okay, you go deal with that, I'll deal with the shark.
Yes, he did.
What?
What?
Bye. So you go outside, you can see on the deck, you have to duck as this giant shark tail like slams over your head. One of the drow sailors goes
goes
sailing
through
off
the
the
illusion.
side. Yeah, just like over the head, but nobody seems to notice. One of the sailors gets knocked off, and you hear a Wilhelm scream as he falls off the side. Another drow is bitten in half by this shark, but it looks like they're nearly pushing it off. They're about to push it off the side. And then you just nip down, and you come out of the stairs here. Where you can probably, I don't know, Bertie and Boomer, are you guys like yelling, or are you just trying to get yourselves free?
I'm just cursing everything. I'm just on
You
a
hear
really
Boomer,
long
like, cursing,
diatribe
yeah.
about
You
how much
just
I
hear
hate everything.
Boomer just shouting and screaming.
No, I'm not shouting. I'm just like, oh, I hate this mission. Fucking lawyers and fucking spiders and fucking, fancy hoity-toity with the purple hair.
Oh. So you see one of these sailors come around the corner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and fuck you too, mate.
I'm gonna mage hand slap you in the face.
So you get slapped in the face. Do you two want to make strength checks to bust free? You can make a strength check to break
you're
out of
in
the
webs.
webbing.
Are the other three spiders still kicking about?
Other three spiders haven't moved.
21.
8. You're still like, this captain thing. You're just like, just rip the webbing off.
Hey!
It's me,
Also,
Aquamumba.
what he said?
Aquamumba.
What?
Disguised. Shh.
How?
Oh, mate. Some of those spiders might be a bit
I know, I
webby.
just saw one moving. We gotta
Yeah.
get out of here. I put a shark on deck, and we really gotta go.
You're not Aquamumba, you're not a bag.
This
Boomer.
guy's
If
got
you're-
weapons, like, he's got, weapons in his sheathed swords.
If you're Aquamumba, you need to heal me, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll believe you.
I'll give you a little.
He starts
Little
walking
tickle.
towards Boomer, Bertie.
Hey, no, you get back! Get away from
Bertie.
him! What?
Bertie,
No,
let
that's
the
not
man
a,
touch me.
that's not a chair!
Let the man touch me.
No, he's a bad
Bertie.
He's reaching out towards Boomer's face.
guy. Get away from him!
Don't
Like,
actually
Boomer,
have
like, do you want to
any
restrain him? You can, make a strength check.
Surely
Bertie,
that
I
right
swear to
through.
God.
Yeah, no, actually it
go
does.
right
Yeah, you
through.
go to like grab his torso and the hand just goes straight through.
There you go,
Ah,
Bertie.
get away from him!
Bertie,
Do you want to kick him?
Bertie, the sun's getting real low, big guy. It's getting real low.
Getting low.
Real
Getting
low.
real low.
Getting real peaceful.
He's
There we go.
Bertie falls asleep.
Why did I rescue you?
Please touch me.
I can't heal you. I'm not a healer.
What the?
Do you not have your wounds?
No. Let's get out.
Even something.
Nope. Got a bedroll. You want to sleep?
I would like to sleep, yes. That would be nice. We need our stuff. He's
No, you
got all
don't.
our
Let's just
stuff.
get out.
No, I really need my stuff.
So while you're having this conversation, you say, I need my stuff. and we see the chest in the bedroom chamber, and it looks to be like it's got little clawed feet, like dozens of little clawed feet.
It's like
and
luggage.
it's like it looks a little bit like the luggage, and we see this thing, and we see like just Fleur like waiting, like arms folded, stood completely like upside down on the bottom of this boat, as you hear this like, "Hey, we got rid of the shark, but where did that noise come from? I don't know. I can't see anything. What's this barrel? Let's fish it out." You didn't hit the button.
You didn't sink it.
You didn't hit the return to sender
Oh,
button.
she's gonna be so pissed at
Nope.
you.
So you see them like getting nets, and they're starting to fish this barrel out.
Can I see, is there any other places where I would fit into...
The little holes, literally Aquaman would just barely fit through these little portcullis windows, which have to be open from the inside. The only thing is these glass windows in the captain's quarters, they're quite big. They're like full-sized windows. You could probably smash or try and unlock one, but you'd need to be in the inside to unlock it. But you could smash it.
That's noisy.
It
Is there anyone in that room?
You can make a perception check. You just glanced in briefly.
Natural 20. Woo! Plus 8.
Natural 20.
So 28.
Let me find captain's quarters. Captain's quarters. Because I am using the adventure. Normally I would know all this stuff, and I do know it, but I just want to check. Okay. I've got to find John Laxell's fucking captain's quarters. I can't just look at normal captain's quarters, can I?
Gotta look at Captain Fancy Pants.
Captain Fancy Pants.
Just say it's got all our stuff in it. If she's got it, it's fine. We
So you look in,
have just one.
and you can see
We win.
there is. It appears to be empty when you first glance in. You can see that there's, a couple of other things, but after a little while, a woman who looks to be a very beautiful woman comes out wearing nothing. She just comes out of like a side room, goes to an armoire, begins opening it, pulls out like a dress and things like that. And you can see that there's like some bundled up, gear like swords and knives and that sort of things. And she just begins getting changed and then heads out the main door and just leaves the room empty.
So I can't I can't pick a lock from the outside.
There's no like actual. It's like just a handle on the inside that opens it.
Okay.
So it's like a kind of like a window latch on the inside that then opens, but there's no keyhole or anything on this side.
Can I?
Can you?
Okay. I want to cause a distraction on one side of the ship so that I can smash the window. And
Okay,
not
so you want to kind of
notice?
so you could like run over to one side,
Shoot,
fire
and
your
then-
pistol, and then move to quickly and then
Yeah.
try and yeah, sure. So to do that, I'd say that sounds like you're gonna make a stealth check just to see if you can get the timing right to do this quietly.
Okay. Please. 21.
Okay, 21. You run over. Hey, it's that sound again! And you hear people rushing over. You quickly rush over. You smash with like the butt of the pistol like a piece of panel out, and then you reach in, open the handle, and you can just step inside. Yeah. So you step inside, and you can see immediately the place just is full of the scent of a beautiful perfume, like a sweet lavender. You can see that there is, this big, beautiful bed covered in a blue blanket with like purple chiffon curtains. And there is also, there's a very fancy looking chess set by the side of the bed. And it has jade pieces.
Wow.
I like
Yoink.
Yeah, you can take that. So you have a fancy chess piece set.
Cool.
You reckon that's worth about 2,500 gold?
Nice.
Damn.
And as
more
you're
than
kind of like,
we'll
as you're shoving the chessboard and its chess pieces into your bag, you just hear a, well, who's this then? And you see the same woman that had like previously gone out because you caused a distraction for the sailors on top. But this woman obviously heard the smashing and is currently looking at you.
Damn it.
As you kind of like turn around and she raises an eyebrow, we see the camera just pans through the floorboards,
Help.
down below. As
Buddy, can you stop swiping at my illusion?
No, he fell
He's
asleep.
asleep. So you
fell asleep. I
You
calmed
just
him. I
get.
helped
You
him.
could. You. I'm imagining that you probably have got Boomer free of the webs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got it.
Right, wake him up. We're getting out of here.
Buddy.
Huh?
Buddy.
Yeah. Hey. Hi.
Time to go.
Where?
We're going.
Out.
Stay behind me.
One thing though, that Jarlaxial fella.
Yes.
He's Zardo, but in
Right.
disguise. He said actually that if we got out, he might employ us. Might kill us, might employ us.
You really trust a guy that has 2 identities?
I mean, you were a tote bag.
Don't trust me.
And I'm just going to wave my hand through your illusion.
Don't trust me.
No, I don't. But
Don't trust him.
but like he has our stuff and he has the stone.
Wait a minute, are you saying we don't trust this guy now?
Bertie, let the adults talk. You look out for bad things, okay?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. Try.
But you see a giant gold dragon just looming in the shadows of this cargo hold.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, it's one of those floats.
Oh God. Can we go up yet?
Oh my god, Bertie, there's a beholder. It's just looming in the
Oh
back
God!
of the room.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
That's one of the floats.
2 seconds, Bertie. 2 seconds,
Okay.
Count to 20,
I got the illusion.
and then we'll do something.
I got the illusion still.
Okay.
Not for much
Maybe
longer.
you could take us to him.
Yeah, no, well, no.
No,
Let me
no.
just go look at the corridor, see if it's clear, and then I'll move you into the next.
Okay.
And then to do that. Yeah.
Right.
But we need our stuff.
Where are you going?
Really.
Going
bad.
up,
So you're gonna take them up.
up. They stay down there until I say coast is clear.
3. Oh, 4.
Okay, so you head out, you make your way out into the main cargo hold area, and you step up, and you go out onto the main deck, and you can now see the shark has been disposed of, but the guards are on high alert, and you can see there are several experienced-looking ship hands kind of patrolling around.
I didn't follow you. I'm still counting to 20.
No, we're waiting. He went ahead.
The coast isn't clear. I'm gonna find the quarters and rendezvous Ixnay on the bird A.
Birdie.
I'm gonna walk down the corridor and try and find the quarters.
Okay, so yeah, you make
So
your way down
where
the
am I
corridor.
right
Yeah,
now?
so you have come up onto the main deck.
I knew I came from there.
You came from there. You're not sure. You think that Fleur is actually a couple of floors down. You think that the actual captain's quarters is lower than the top deck of the ship.
So we've gone from bottom,
You're not at the very bottom. No,
I was in the middle.
The cargo hold is
So
like in
it's
the
in the
middle. Yeah,
middle.
yeah,
and I've gone up.
yeah. And it looks like there's multiple floors of the ship. It's not just like
Right,
the
correct.
captain's quarters is quite low.
Where did the spider go? Oh, we wouldn't know.
But the camera went through the floorboard.
Yeah, look, don't worry about that.
Okay.
I've got the decks of the ship in the wrong order. That's the thing. I've put the captain's quarters where it shouldn't be, and now I'm trying to retroactively fix my mistake. All right.
Okay, I'm very
We
confused.
need to go
So it went
downstairs.
up.
Yeah. No, it would make sense. Okay, I'm gonna move the. I'm gonna
Which
swap
one
some rooms
goes on
around.
top of the other?
Right, don't worry
How
about it, right?
that?
That's
Is it
down
this
below.
one?
Am I on the right floor?
That's down below.
Okay.
This is the main deck. This is the deck.
No,
like,
I'm on this
the
floor.
thing. You're on
Sharp
this floor.
deck.
This wasn't the captain's quarters, but I'm now going to make it the captain's
Okay.
quarters.
Okay.
So you move
Sweet.
up to these double doors, and you can see that stood in the doorway is a woman wearing a very tight, clinging dress, and she has a rapier in one hand. And she's looking into the room where you can see Fleur, like half holding a chessboard,
Totally guilty.
like.
Boom! I gotta open the door.
Yeah, so the door's already open because she's opened the door and is looking at Fleur.
Madame, I will take it from here. Get yourself to safety.
She like looks. Give me a persuasion check.
Would I recognise that this is Aqua Mamba?
No.
Depends on the
Are
persuasion.
these usable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave one.
Wow, that is
Rolled.
awful.
He rolled a 4 and a 1 and a 1.
A D20 and 2D6, and you managed to get 6.
10.
She just looks at you. She's like, "Oh please, don't even begin. I can more than take care of this one." And she goes to like put a hand like on your shoulder.
I wouldn't do that. I'm very fragile.
She cocks an eyebrow.
I'm gonna jump onto her and stab her in the face.
No!
Sure. Yep. Make an attack roll. So you have surprise.
Surprise!
Advantage because it's surprised.
He's so dead. It was nice knowing you.
15 plus my attack,
It was nice knowing you.
which is 7.
Yep. Easily hits. You
Stay
jump
with
on.
the spiders.
Ha!
Yeah.
Flurry. So I got D4 plus 4, and I'm gonna flurry
And
it.
a D6 because you can sneak attack.
Yep.
Why not?
So you're not really stabbing her in the face. You're punching her in the
Yeah,
face.
I'm-
You're like. You like jump up. Yeah. As an arm comes out the torso of this drow.
6.
Plus your, is that with everything?
10,
10.
and then I'm gonna
Flurry, key point.
flurry.
So 2 more unarmed strikes.
So that's 2 more d4s.
No, you have to hit first. Don't forget. So just you're making 2 more unarmed strikes.
Natural
Natural
20.
So roll d4, double it. No, roll it again because you hadn't done it properly.
4 plus 4, 8.
Another 8.
14 plus 7.
Yep.
This poor woman.
6.
Yeah. So you keep up. The first kind of takes her by surprise, and then you sucker punch her face to the other side, and then the last one just right in her stomach, and she just doubles over, knocked out and cold.
Aww.
Like,
Damn.
Aquamamba.
That was the most impressive thing I've ever
You
seen.
now know
you
it's
do.
Aquamamba because an arm came out of the drow's torso.
I'm gonna.
Like the drow jumped, and this arm came out of the torso.
Out of his face.
I think at this point the illusion fades.
I'm going to use my 50-foot hempen rope to hog tie her.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you swing it. I'm assuming you close the doors or something.
Is there stuff in here? Apparently they got their stuff.
Huh?
Buddy and Boomer's stuff is somewhere.
You
Potentially
haven't
in
really
here.
searched. You just look.
Have a
I
look.
just picked this really expensive thing up. I have no idea.
Excellent. Look for their stuff because they want it.
Did the things that I saw in the
Look
wardrobe?
for the stone.
No, that looked like normal stuff. Like if you want to search for the stuff, that's an investigation check.
Wasn't there a chest in here?
Yeah, there is
There
a
was
chest.
a
There's a
chest.
chest.
Walkie
Yeah,
chest.
but if you want to search the room, it's an investigation. But if you want to just go to the stretch, you just go open the
I
chest.
would like to look for the stone.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Investigate.
leave Fleur to do that and go back down and signal these guys to come up into the room.
Okay.
It's only a 13.
Let's go.
13, you don't find the stone. What you do find is a logbook, which seems to is very coded. And looking through it, you just manage. The only thing you can really work out is Jarlaxle, the captain, who just he signs everything as a J, just with a normal J. Whoever J is, they indicate that they have found what they're looking for at the old windmill. And that's the only thing you can really glean from the logbook that isn't boring normal stuff. It refers to looking for the stone. It refers to various other agents in pursuit, but nothing really useful apart from this old windmill. You go down. You grab these guys.
Yeah, go.
Follow me.
You manage to sneak them up. I'm guessing. Make a stealth check just out of pure interest.
Sneak up. I just walk up the stairs, hunched over.
Cool. You can have disadvantage
16.
then, Tom.
Cool. Can't get less than a 3. Well, I can.
16.
3.
Okay, so you're like, all right, let's go. You begin making your way up the stairs. You kind of keep a lookout. You sneak up. You wait until all the crew are looking on the other side of the
Go.
ship. Go. You get in. You and Boomer manage to get up and get in the room, and Bertie just doop, 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 doop,
Break a step on the way up.
snap about 4
Damn it.
sailors, which you know are drow, and one of these kind of more senior-looking sailors just snap their eyes round to Bertie,
Oh, hey.
and they start pulling weapons. and
Aquamambas.
So why doesn't everyone roll initiative?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Natural 20, wasted.
19.
23.
So 23 for Aquamamba.
Sorry, 17. I added my proficiency bonus, but for
Proficiency.
Yeah.
Bertie.
So
4.
Excellent.
So
24.
regular drow.
Aquamambas.
Aquamambas. 1, 2, 3.
No, there were so many.
Well, Aquamamba, you just managed to beat out one of the elite-looking drow.
Elite. Did you say elite-looking drow?
Yeah.
Oh.
What would you like to do, Aquamamba?
I'm going to cast Silent Image in front of Bertie. It's a shark.
Okay.
I'm going to make a big shark right in front of Bertie.
How big can you make this shark?
It can be a 15-foot cube.
15 foot cube. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big shark. So
That's 3 of me.
just this magical shark just appears out of thin air in front of Bertie.
What's the point?
Cool.
Buddy, get in here.
Oh.
So you.
I got a 24. Am I anywhere in this?
Did you get 24 in
Yeah.
initiative? I thought you got 17.
I got a natural.
No, I got
That was
17.
Kim.
Ah, that was it. So, okay, yeah, what do you want to do?
Do I hear any of? Is this like close enough?
You hear Bertie snap the floorboards, and you can look down the corridor and see the scene, but they
So I
haven't
can
noticed.
see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do? leave. Flee. Run from this place.
Okay, now can I, if I can, as long as I can see it, can I go on the ceiling?
Yeah.
If I can.
Yep. Spider-Man style.
And I want to see if I can shoot one of them and then like flatten myself against the ceiling again.
Okay, so you're like hanging down, looking upside down out of the door.
And then
trying
just
to
kind
hide.
of dropping
Yeah,
down.
so you can make an attack roll. You'll have advantage because you're currently unsurprised. Who are you aiming for? You're going to aim. There's one which does look like a lead. It's got like a sash and stuff.
The
Okay,
elite
yep.
one.
You're aiming for him.
I guess you've got like half cover as well.
Oh,
from
that
the
was
top
terrible.
of the door, I guess.
17?
17 still hits,
Okay.
even with an 8. Look at sneak attack as well.
12,
Wow.
13, 14, 15,
Tasty.
18, 19, 20, 21 plus
6.
Wow.
27.
27. Okay.
And then,
Yep, so make a stealth check.
okay.
I mean, there is a loud boom.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay, boom. You
Or
watch
just like so that I'm away from the door.
the drow, the very kind of skilled-looking drow, the illusion of this sailor fades, and you can now see a drow in very slimline leather armor. As you're aiming, just as you squeeze the trigger, he's already kind of bringing his blade up, like sensing something wrong. The bullet, he kind of just manages to catch enough where it just catches like half of his face, but it turns it away from being a super lethal blow. And he's just like, and he's just like looks down, and then he clocks you just as you manage to hide yourself, but he sees you as you just kind of hide yourself on the ceiling.
And then a 15-foot cube.
And then a big
shark
shark appears in front of him.
No, that's okay.
So that was Aquamamba. The drow, I'm going to make the drow have an intelligence saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Good question. Oh no.
He rolled extra dice.
14.
I didn't, I'm saving all of
Okay.
those.
Oh.
The drow, a giant shark!
French,
and they,
please.
yes, well, they're not French, that's their fake accent when they're pretending to be sailors. They're just like, a shark! And several of them begin skirting the edges like, yeah! Just like, very cautiously trying to fight a giant shark. I rolled a 1 and a 3 on the saving throws.
Amazing.
So they're just like, ah! Yeah! Just like,
I assume it's moving. Like
you can make
Yeah,
it
it
move, like I'm
moves,
assuming
yeah.
you're concentrating. It doesn't make any noise though.
No, it's
so
silent.
it's just like,
But I'm directly behind it,
I like that
about to be
sharks
scared of
can
it.
cover.
So the shark is making noise.
okay. Boom.
Can I?
You're inside.
best
You're like
shark
inside this little corridor here.
Can I go to the captain?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
quarters?
You can make an investigate if you want to look for stuff. Or you just want to open
do I
this-
see
You don't
the
know the
chest?
chest is there, but yeah, as soon as you go in, you do. Yeah.
I see the. Can I toot my toot?
Oh yeah, you can unlock it that way. Yeah.
I'm gonna toot my chime. And yeah, what wonders await me?
Yeah. So you
Is it a
flip it
fucking
open. So you
spider?
just like flip it open. You just flip open the chest. Dex saving throw.
Dex saving.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
all your bombs are lit.
My bombs go off in my face. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Okay, you're gonna take half damage from this.
Great, I'm dead.
Oh, wow. Are you really?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
It's on 11.
Oh, not with rolls like this. You know how I rolled really well for regular high rollers
Yeah,
with damage
that hurt.
yesterday? This is real
Excellent.
bad.
Good.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Let's roll really badly. For
So you take 10 points lightning damage.
Oh my, it's down to
As
5.
this blast of lightning erupts over you as you open the
Is that
chest.
halved?
That's already halved, yeah. So you took 10. It was 1
HP!
It was 20, half down to 10.
Oh my god.
He still lives!
So you're like smouldering as like this blackened goblin form, like. But you see all of your gear, all of Burton's gear.
And you see me on the ceiling just like,
There's all, you see some more stuff. You see some more stuff.
Ooh.
There are 3 pistols,
Ooh.
a selection of bullets and gunpowder,
Ooh.
as well as a big bag of pearls worth about 500 gold.
I'm grabbing. I'm
just-
like shopping spree,
Yeah.
like I'm rearming
There you go,
myself.
Have your items back.
Yay! My elephant! Oh, these are yours.
Your elephant. Well, they're not
Oh, wait,
mine
no,
yet.
no, no. I need, because you
Can't
need
have
to
them
come
yet.
and get them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bertie.
Yeah, my elephant, man.
I mean, do I need to make a save against the
shark.
Sure, yeah, make an
Elephant.
intelligence saving throw, please.
an intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
No, yeah, that's. Oh my god! A real shark has just appeared on the deck of the
Oh, I remember what chickens are now, and that's it. running the other way.
So you just so you slam past Aquamamba, you throw him to the side,
Sure,
you run into the
chicken
room, you see Boomer and Fleur. Fleur's on the ceiling, she's just stood on the ceiling. Boomer's like smouldering, but holding everything, like shakingly, like, like his hair's all like sticking out.
Oh,
Give me
man,
the hat,
that'd
give me
be
the hat, give me the hat, give me the hat! I'm gonna rearm.
You put your teleportation.
Rearm my teleportation hat. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
hold my boots and staff. And I mean, I'm gonna wait until next turn
Okay.
to do
Fleur.
something
Sorry, what did you
stupid.
say was in the chest? Pistols, gunpowder?
3 pistols, gunpowder, bullets, and 500 gold of pearls. Fleur.
Can I? I would like to. Actually, wait. Have I got something cool? I don't know if I have a cool thing. So can I make a disarming shot to this?
Can you do that? Are you high enough
I can
level?
spend a grit point.
Are you high enough level to do
do
trick
that?
shots?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3rd level.
Okay.
Yeah. At 3rd level, you can
That's safe.
choose 2 grit.
You can choose 2?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think you got them that early. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Mahaha.
Yep.
So
just, yeah, do whatever you need to do.
Shoot the duty. The
Sure. Yeah. The one that you aimed at
Elite
before.
one.
Yep.
That's not gonna hit.
He kind of like dodges to the side, fearing this giant shark as it goes to bite him. He like, ha!
Okay,
lucky
not
boy.
gonna do that then.
Okay. your
Can I? I don't really have anything I can do on a bonus
Okay.
action, so I'll just maybe move to the side on the ceiling so that I'm not in the doorway
Sure.
line.
It's time to go. We gotta go.
I agree.
Jump on!
I'm going to run, but before I do that, I'm going to use the Ring of the Ram to smash into the closest dude. Whilst the shark rears its head, I'm going to...
Okay, yeah, just do what the Ring of the Ram says.
So,
Ramming.
it's D20 plus 7 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Hits.
24.
Sure.
2d10 force damage.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do you need anything else?
It does. It knocks him back 5 feet, is what I think.
Yes, it does. 14. And, yeah, knocks
Yeah.
back 5
So
feet.
the closest drow, you just pick like one of the more sort of like normal-looking sailors. You slam the ring. You hear his like chest cavity like snap inwards as his dead body just flies over the sides. He was dead
wow.
when you hit him with like this telekinetic force.
Over the
Just
side?
Yeah, he just slams in
Over the side of what?
the ship.
Are we on top?
Yeah, you're on the main deck. Yeah.
Right.
We're on sharp deck.
Yeah. So flies out.
They're like
Yeah.
here, but
Do I
we're
see our barrel being lifted onto the deck?
Yes, you would.
How many people are around it?
4 of the sailors.
Are there anyone in it?
No.
Is the door open?
Yes. You left it open.
I've already used my action,
What
but
do you want to do?
I could bonus action with my key point to do
Normally can't, but I'll let you.
Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Yeah, dash is a bonus
Yeah, it's a
action.
dash. Yeah. Oh, and then you want to like slam the thing.
I'm going to run into the door and close
Okay.
it
You run into it. You're going to get inside it.
inside it.
Okay, so you run inside and then you pull the lever to shunk.
Yeah.
So you watch as Aquamamba just jumps into this barrel and then the barrel door shuts. Okay, that's your go.
Yes.
The drow. Let's see if they make their saving throw this time. Oh, one of them. Yeah, the elite just passes his weapon through the shark and it's like fucking illusion. And then looks like he's gonna run down the corridor. In fact, yeah, he will, like it's on his turn now. So you watch as the elite just sprints through the illusory shark and is coming towards the 3 of you. He manages to get down the corridor and pulls his weapons free. He's like, you're not going anywhere. Boomer.
You got this, Birdie?
I'm just trying to put my hat on.
You can see him putting the same hat that teleported you before on.
And
Oh shit!
I'm
I
also
left,
holding
you're on
my
own.
wing boots. as
No,
well.
I don't think he's gonna teleport. He'll probably grab you.
Fleur, get your butt down here. And then
You use the last.
no,
bead.
I have 2 more.
Okay,
I have
sorry,
2 more
you have 2
beads.
more.
But it's 60 feet. Can I throw it so it doesn't hit us? It just
Yes,
it
you'd have
hits
to aim it beyond
the
him.
shark,
Yeah.
where the sharky is.
Yeah.
And then so.
Oh, you want to try and hit all the ones outside?
well,
not
I
the
mainly
other-
want to stop this guy. From,
Okay,
like,
so if you want to hit this guy, you're not going to catch the ones outside because you'll have to throw it in the corridor itself.
But I just want to make sure it doesn't hit us.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
squishy right now.
What's the saving throw? I passed.
15.
Yeah, I passed it. It's a half damage. I'll roll it. So
Okay.
I got loads of dice.
It is
86.
lots. Yeah.
Lots.
Okay, I've got 1 charge left, 1 bead left.
Exactly 20 points of damage.
I'm gonna kiss it as I throw it.
You kiss it, you throw it, you see it explode. He kind of holds his arms up and leaps to the side. He manages to absorb a lot of the blow, but you can see like half of him is really badly burned. And but he's still alive, but he's kind of been thrown to the side and stumbling a little bit.
I'm gonna nip behind Bertie,
So
disengage.
you just like clamp onto Bertie's leg.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clamp on. Save me! Does that
Bertie.
count as cover?
Yeah, he does. He's big enough.
I mean, I don't want to leave Aquamumba in like the barrel thing.
Okay.
I guess I saw that short little freak run into that barrel. I'm gonna, I guess with Boomer attached to me, like try and grab Fleur
Yep.
and then just run towards the barrel.
Oh god.
So make a strength check. Fleur, you can make a strength check to see if you can stay attached
Just teleport
to
us
the
to
ceiling.
the.
I haven't
Well,
got
she,
that. Well,
You got 1 charge, I think, left on.
Boomer's just
it
said,
does regain charges.
get your
but
butt down here, so I'll allow it.
Does it?
Can I allow it?
Oh.
It regains charges at dawn.
At dawn, yeah, no, you've not had enough.
I've had it for like 2 days, I think.
You
only
did.
just
You spent
did
1 charge.
To get us
Oh, you've
up
used
here.
2 charges, I think. Yeah, so you have. I think you've got 2 charges. Sorry, you've only used 1 charge this day, so you've got 2 charges left on it.
I mean, and it works. Does it work on line of sight, or does it work?
You can teleport to anywhere you know. I believe it says.
Do I know what the inside of this barrel is, having not been in there?
No, you don't.
Awesome.
But you know what
It'll
the,
be
ship, the deck of the ship looks like.
Yeah, it would be like if you know the yawning portal.
It's
and
2
stuff.
people.
If it's
I've got a better idea. I'm going to use my winged boots,
So you put your boots on,
and I'm going to have grabbed
Fleur,
and I'm just going to
like holding her like shoulders,
like this,
upside down.
my arms raised up.
Yeah.
Respectfully, because I taught you how to treat a lady.
Not so respectfully. I'm just grabbed,
Okay.
and I'm going to
Taught you better.
fly
We will
through
discuss
the.
this later.
Whoosh! You fly past this guy. This guy is going to try and swipe at you, Bertie, but he misses. Just whooshing as you just fly through out into the ship, the deck of the ship.
And I'm aiming for the barrel.
Okay, yeah, you emerge onto the deck of the ship. Aquamumba, you're in the big apparatus.
I'm gonna pull 1 forward, legs and tail extend.
Chunk.
Is anyone
You watch
right
the
on
barrel,
barrel?
yeah, like you knock like a sailor off of it. Wilhelm scream as the barrel like chunk.
Get on!
Pull 2 levers.
Yeah, you can
Per
pull another
action.
lever.
Can I reserve that lever until they get on?
Okay, yeah, well, you want to wait until they grab onto this
Yeah,
the
and then I'm
apparatus.
gonna just
Okay, so
go
do you
forward.
grab on?
Is the door not open still?
No,
I
you
closed it.
can only
Closed
fit
it.
2 people.
In
yeah,
that
you
case,
can
I'm
only-
just going to crash into it.
Okay, so Bertie just slams into the side of the apparatus.
You holding on?
I mean, with my one hand, yeah, sure.
6. Forward.
into the water below as it starts swimming across on the ocean. You hear some shouts and cries. You see what a sailor arrives like from below decks and points a very similar looking firearm and is taking
Nice.
pot shots. Yeah, if you want to try and take a pot shot at him.
Why not?
It's long
Funsies.
range, but yeah.
How far is it? 'Cause I think
Not
I've
that
got-
far. You've still got range. Normal attack roll.
That probably
That's gonna hit, yep.
That, yep.
Yep. No sneak attack this one though.
You
You have no allies and it's not by surprise.
Oh, isn't she? We holding her? Aren't we allies?
It has to be next to the target.
Yeah.
Eight.
Yeah, you just kind of fire. You graze him, and he like looks at you very curiously, and then pulls out a second pistol and is like fires at the app. They you hear the bullets hit off the apparatus. But yeah, you just away. You can start to hear, like, once the sailors realize the shark isn't real, they begin, like, adjusting the ship to try and give pursuit. But they've got to pull up the anchor, they've got to unfurl the sails.
Slow-ass ship.
And you can...
And they have less crew.
You can either, like, Bertie can eventually teleport you away, and then the apparatus can sink underwater, or he can fly and you can do whatever. You've got plenty of options to get away at this point.
Yeah.
You will absolutely.
You said that like 3 times.
I've said
Tom
that
Hazell.
several times.
Hey, it's not Tom saying it, it's
Oh,
Bertie.
I see.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
I need to get in.
Sure.
So yeah, we will end things.
Oh,
this
so we
week.
get away.
You get away.
I need to heal really badly.
Yeah, 1 HP.
And you have a couple of clues of where to go next.
Nice.
We have.
Bam, we did
Success.
it.
Get
The
back on
third
track.
key
Successful
and a
rescue.
painter.
That was Mission Impossible.
That was very
That was pretty fun.
fitting.
Sharks and
Yeah.
an apparatus of
Out of
quality.
curiosity, would Jarlaxle have been nice to us if we had escaped and gone and found him?
I mean, he wasn't on the ship anymore.
What?
Maybe he expects you to
rude.
find him somewhere else.
That's rude.
All right,
He
nice.
He
expects you to
expects
find
us
him
to
at
die.
the vault.
Let's get him.
I want my fish and chips.
Maybe. He also did say he might kill you.
Yeah,
So-
true.
I think we're going to find him in the vault and he's going to be like, oh, hey, Shulgan.
He's a nice guy. What can I say? I love Jarlaxle.
Here's your stuff.
But he definitely wanted to put you in a James Bond trap, so...
I want you to die.
yeah, basically. Right, thanks very much for watching.
Yeah,
That's
bam.
it from Rogues Gambit this week. We'll be back next week. Don't forget, there's loads of awesome D&D content on the D&D Twitch channel that you can watch all week.
yes.
You got Dragon Talk coming up with Greg Tito. You got more stuff all throughout the week you can check out. If you want to check out more of our stuff in a less crazy campaign, although not entirely less crazy, you can watch us every Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, GMT, over on twitch.tv/HighRollersDND. Check it
Follow
out.
us on Twitter and you will find out everything. At High Rollers D&D, you'll find out all of
You'll
our
find out
stuff.
everything you need to
It's
know.
all linked in chat. Thank
We
you
got a
very
podcast.
much.
We got it all going.
TK has joined the fray.
Also,
Check
say
out-
hi to Greg for a minute.
Please do.
Hi, Greg.
And check out Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.